motherfuckers, we're finally here. We're back. We got fucking Jake vs. Jayk finally back with us.
Hey.
After canceling on me like punk bitches last time.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
$20 is $20.
Indeed. You got to get paid. No, it's all good. What's up, fellas?
Hey, bud.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing the booze.
Yeah.
It's been a real shit show so far getting this set up tonight. It's been probably the most unprofessional situation we've had so far, so I'm glad it's for you guys.
A staunch departure from our usual buttoned-up form we've come accustomed to here on the Dangerville podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome to the Pod Lounge. What do you think?
This is a sweet place, man.
Yeah, pretty rad, right? Mostly
Craftsman.
the lava lamps is really what does it, you know?
Sets the mood.
You guys been watching anything? Because I've been watching a lot of things.
That's all I
guys.
do.
I got a lot of things
All
to
I do is
report.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah, what have you been on?
My favorite thing right now is Natasha Lyonne does. She's in a show called Poker Face, and she's basically like an accidental detective that chain smokes cigarettes and calls people pussies all day.
Seems to be a lot of accidental detective shows
Yeah,
happening right now.
she's got the ability to tell if anybody's lying, and that's
okay.
like her shtick.
Gotcha.
It's the chick from American Pie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the redhead
it's
Jewish
on
chick.
Peacock, if I'm not
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. you
Wait,
got
the
it.
chick, the Bandcamp chick?
No.
The lesbian friend chick
Yeah.
who teaches fucking Tara Reid's boyfriend how to satisfy a woman. All that material.
Oh, she looks like fucking Kathy Griffin.
Yeah. Kathy Griffin feels
Like Kathy
worse.
Griffin with a few extra,
Ginger.
fucking
Far
hits
less
of
annoying,
blunt.
yeah.
And-
Gotcha. Is it like a half hour like sitcom?
It's an hour long.
Okay.
Right, I think there's like 6 or 7 episodes right now.
Okay, so it's new.
It's
new.
it's solid though.
Yeah, nice.
It
Is it
establishes a story at the beginning of every episode, and then it incorporates how she is involved in it right after that, and she's just basically calls bullshit and busts people for, murdering somebody.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
Do they roll
more
them out
like
one at a time,
More like
or is
she's
it
like
the full
bullshit.
series
I think they did the
slash,
first
like,
4
season?
first.
Okay.
And now they're doing it every Thursday.
I kind of like that slow roll, man. It's a little too convenient when
Nah, I
everything's
like the
out. There's
binge.
something
I
about
don't-
that appointment
I don't
viewing,
I like the way they did it.
I enjoy binging, but at the same time, there is something to be said for the slow
Waiting.
roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get that water cooler
Well, it's
talk,
like it's
kinda
that feeling
check.
that you haven't gotten
Yeah.
since streaming came out.
Yeah,
which,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
I
the way
gotta be
they did it
protected for
was
myself sometimes.
was like
with
the
that
first
shit,
few episodes came out on one day.
Right,
Everybody
yeah.
binged it and got addicted, and now they're releasing them
That's
weekly.
it's smart.
Yeah.
It's a good way to
That's
roll.
smart.
I like binging though because I can't fucking remember shit when you're deep in it. Like it's like you remember what just happened. So
Yeah.
like it's like a week goes by. I'm like I don't fucking even remember what was happening.
Why do they do previously on and next up on for shows that you're going to binge?
For the binge shows.
For
Previously- I
degenerates
know, I
like
just
me with
watched-
no
I just
memory
watched
whatsoever
it.
that
Fucking
can't
watched it.
retain it for more than 10 minutes at a time.
Right.
I got a lot of things to fucking report. But first I want to talk about Clerks 3. I finally saw Clerks 3. Have you guys seen Clerks 3?
Nope.
You saw it?
I've definitely seen the first 2.
Okay.
I was talking to you about this because I'm
Yeah, yeah.
habitually addicted to your podcast.
As
at
you
this
should
point.
be,
But I texted you and I was like,
I don't want to spoil it because I don't
gotta
think
see the
anybody else has
cartoon.
seen it. But
cartoon.
you need to see the cartoon first of all. Which, by the way, I found the DVDs. So if
I'll
you're
just-
very nice to me, you can borrow them.
I'm just gonna stay here after this is
or
done.
we could just watch them. We should just watch them live right now.
Got to do an old school DVD burn session, baby. Do it up like the old days.
Ooh, I don't even know if I know how to
re-record
do that
that.
anymore. Yeah, indeed.
But technology's long extinct at this
Right.
point. For
Indeed.
sure.
This computer still has a fucking CD, DVD, ROM thing in it, so
I think you need 2, don't you, to burn?
yeah. I
You need
I
one
used
that's
to be able to
specifically designed to
copy it
burn.
in, and then you could burn it.
You can burn it. You could do that.
Yeah,
I didn't see.
yeah,
I don't
yeah. I used to have
fucking
the
know
software to
computers.
like do all that shit, but it's been a minute. All right, so I won't spoil Clerks 3, but I will say that if you haven't seen Clerks 3 and you're a fan of Clerks, then you should definitely watch Clerks 3 because it's definitely the wrap up of that
I'm gonna have a rewatch of all of it at once.
Yeah, that'd be a really good
run
move
right
because
through the
I kind of
trilogy.
forgot. It's been so long since I've seen 1 or 2, honestly, that like I kind of like forgot a lot of and it got called out. I remember reading reviews about it, and they were calling it out. Like it's a little like up its own ass for its own good, you know, like just being fucking. What? You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Oh,
He's just dying.
No, I'm stupid. Is what it is.
Oh,
is your phone going off?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it was just kind of like it's very like meta. It's very like callback to the first one. So
as it should be.
yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I watched it on a fucking airplane, and I will just say that I cried.
All right.
Alone on an airplane, watching Clerks 3.
Laughing, or was it like some sentimental shit?
I cried.
Really?
Really?
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I thought you laughed so hard you cried.
No, definitely just cried. It was so bad that I shed a tear.
Like of Mice and Men, like
That'll make
Jay
you fucking
shoots
cry,
Silent Bob.
That would have been amazing.
rabbits, Joe.
Yeah. Of Mice and Men is maybe the saddest ending of all time.
Yeah.
The all time.
That's up
Anything
there.
ever
Yeah.
written. Yeah.
It's like Gary Sinise and John Malkovich
Yeah,
in the actual
yeah,
Mice
in
and
that
Men movie, if I
Yeah.
remember.
That was a great movie that
That
those
was a
guys
great
made.
Yeah.
That's right up here somewhere. I got it. John Steinbeck.
Steinbeck.
Yeah, you ever read any more John Steinbeck? His shit's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of, I think, my English teacher
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
Montessori that I went to was a Steinbeck
Nice.
fan. So we
yeah.
got
All of it's great. Yeah.
Is Catcher in the Rye Steinbeck?
No, that's J.D. Salinger.
Oh, yeah.
And that was
okay.
all he ever wrote until more recently. He put out like something else when he was like 80. But he basically like wrote this one novel, which I think is highly overrated. You guys ever read Catcher in the Rye?
Catcher in the Rye was Steinbeck, wasn't it?
When I
No,
was a
that's
kid.
J.D.
Oh, you just said
Salinger.
that, didn't
Yeah.
you? I was in my head. I was thinking that you said what I was about to say,
I'm planting the seeds of misinformation all over
which
this bitch right now.
which was Grapes of Wrath, and I was like,
Yeah,
"That's
the
what you
Grapes of Wrath.
said."
Which I have not read. The
didn't.
Grapes of Wrath.
Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
a-
Steinbeck for sure.
That's Steinbeck, yeah, but I haven't read that. It's actually right here as well. Going.
It's all for show.
Continuously unread, but it looks very cool.
You appear to be a very well-read individual, but when you pull the layers of the onion back,
For sure,
not
man.
so much.
I have read all those Steinbeck's the short novels though, like Catch or not. Jesus Christ, no, I'm fucking.
There it
doing
is, Catcher in the Rye.
I know. Catcher in the Rye is overrated. That was my fucking point. Grossly overrated. I
Catcher
didn't
in the
love it.
Eye.
When he
I barely
says
know
read
it.
all the Steinbeck short novels, he meant all the R.L. Stein.
Goosebumps.
Where he was really going with that, yeah.
By the way, I
Yeah.
just found all my old Goosebumps too.
I bet those are worth
Oh.
money at this point.
I don't
man.
know because there were so fucking many of them. You know,
That's
so
okay.
like,
Yeah.
I
Whoever
am
was in
gonna look,
Scholastics as a kid.
There was so many Pokemon cards when I was a kid too, and look at those. So
Are those worth money now?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's amazing how much paper.
Yeah, but
and
Pokemon's still
ink
a
is worth,
thing,
right.
you know? Like, nobody's out there reading fucking R.L. Stein anymore,
You're probably
are
right.
they?
Speak for yourself, boys. Been brushing up on my Stein the last couple of years
Indeed.
for sure. You remember they came out with that terrible Goosebumps? It was like a Nickelodeon series.
Yes.
Did they do that
Yeah,
on
seemed
there?
like there
Okay.
was a movie or something.
some kind of bunkness.
Yeah, those were the shit, though. That fucking, they had
the
the
music for that.
Goosebumps thing was like, you could like,
yeah,
3D.
that relevant.
Feel it. That
Yeah.
braille style.
All embossed.
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 Nice. Yeah, those are fucking good books, man. I still remember the first couple. It was fucking like Night of the Living Dead or Dead.
Not a living dummy.
Yeah,
Night of the Living Dummy.
Night of the Living Dummy was
Yeah.
a classic. Yeah, Welcome to Dead House. Right, that was the first
Yeah.
one, I think.
You know who
Well,
had the
it
most
came from
dominant...
beneath the sink.
Oh, that was that.
All about a scary
Classic.
sponge, bro.
Our boy Evans, man. I went to elementary
Yeah.
school with Evans. That kid had the
He
most
had 'em.
dominant Goosebumps collection ever.
Yeah.
Everyone
Did
religiously,
you,
man.
was it you that had the Animorphs?
Yeah.
Jake had every Animorphs book.
The fuck is Animorph? I don't even know what that is.
That was probably, you're only a couple years older than us.
a few years. I got about a decade on you.
No, you got like 4 years, I think. You're 40, right?
It was something for our
Yeah,
generation.
we're 35.
Okay,
36.
gotcha.
Almost. Yeah, someone 36. Yeah, Animorphs was like basically these people came and they got injected with like alien DNA or something like that, and they could all of a sudden turn into animals.
Oh, okay.
And every book was about a different character that could turn into a
Gotcha.
different animal and how that animal would be
Hence
useful.
Animorph. So it's like Transformers, only lame.
Yes.
The other thing that I watch, like I said, I've watched a fucking lot of shit. I also, on the plane, before I get into this, I rewatched Temple of Doom.
Nice.
I just have to say how fucking great Temple of Doom is, dude.
Solid.
It's fucking awesome. But
all the Indiana Jones. I even include Crystal Skull in that. I liked Crystal Skull.
Right.
I didn't hate it. It was all right.
For what it was. It was an Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. There was a few wonky parts. I need to
Is that
rewatch
the one with Shia
it.
LaBeouf?
That was the Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, it was, right? Yeah.
Could have done without Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, man, I love Shia LaBeouf in anything.
Yeah.
I may be a minority on that, but
I don't hate him or nothing, but I don't know.
I caught him right after he stopped doing like Even Stevens or whatever, and I've seen everything he's done since then.
Right. Have you guys seen, I think maybe you have, but have you guys seen a show on Netflix called Dark?
Yeah. I haven't watched it because I don't like foreign language shows.
It was hard to get past the fucking the first episode of the dub. You know, either dub in or you can do the subtitles or whatever. We're so hooked on the show. I'm so hooked on this show now. Did you watch it?
Are you through it? So I'm like,
I'm halfway through season 2.
Okay, I'm through 2. I did like the first 2 episodes of season 3 and then fell off for no particular reason. Got sidetracked and forgot about it. That's a
Bro,
show.
that's like my favorite. I'm all in. I'm hooked on this show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Talking time travel, talking fucking portals.
In 1899, did you see that?
That's why I started watching Dark, because that's their new show.
That they canceled already.
1899?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
see,
lot.
and I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes of Dark, and then 1 or 2 episodes of 1899, and I just don't like reading while I'm trying to watch TV. I would have to watch the show twice.
Or turn on the dubs. You switch.
Dubs are always
I
terrible,
always
though.
have subtitles on.
I can't do the dubs.
I will say the dubbing on this is it's high quality. Like they did a good job. Like it matches pretty well. The acting's pretty decent. So like it's not too bad.
It's not like watching a 1980s kung fu movie then.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not egregious. Like they did a really good job.
Godzilla shit back in the day.
1899 apparently was everybody in that show speaks different languages.
Yeah,
And
I think at one point
the real version of it, everybody's speaking different languages. Like it's like people from fucking Portugal and Asia and whatever, and they're all on the boat together, and so like in the Americanized version, they just dubbed it all into English.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy.
I think there's
they did it
somebody
on
that
purpose.
speaks English.
Yeah, there's people that speak English.
In the show, and I was like,
yeah, I know. Like this guy's just speaking English.
Yeah.
I know. It is weird. That show was a lot. I didn't love it. I don't think it needed more seasons, honestly, because it wrapped up. You know, like I feel like that's as far as you can take that. You know, but it's pretty similar to what Dark is as well. But I just think Dark is a lot better. I don't know. It's better written, and I don't know. But I'm all in on fucking Dark. So if you haven't seen that shit, you need to fucking get in on that shit.
It's like $18.99 worth of watch. It's been chilling in the queue. I'm holding on.
It's worth watching, dude. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's good.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely like worth checking out. But Dark is better.
You know what I watched that was not good? Did any of you guys catch that White Noise Netflix movie?
Yes,
Adam
I
Driver.
watched that
what
too.
did you think of that?
I didn't love that at all.
I fucking hate it.
I liked it at first. Like the first act was good, and then like the last fucking bit of it was awful.
Young Professor Snape.
Yeah,
Adam
I
Driver.
really want him to do that. There was a Facebook thing, like a meme or whatever that popped up, and it was like Adam Driver should be like young Professor Snape, but when he was being recruited into like the Dark Lord's process.
That would be good. I mean, they'd have to write it for him and everything. I mean, I'm sure if he wanted to do it, I mean, he's a big fucking star now.
He is.
Right.
You know, like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
how big that
it would be
dude got.
cool to get that kind of like to license it to somebody that doesn't have J.K. Rowling involved in any way.
I don't know if they could do that.
Or she can just write the fucking story and then make it
That
a
would
movie
work too.
because she's a good enough writer. You know,
What's
whatever.
going on with her? Like, I'm seeing like there's this new video game that dropped, and like,
so good.
is it good? You playing it?
Yes.
Everybody's into it, and shit, but there's still like NPR was running some story that's like
They're talking
the
shit about
game's
her.
great, but it still can't escape the controversy around, you know, and it's like there's a controversy, like
fighting the controversy. Actually, the game itself is fighting the controversy, and so she was she did one of those like public releases that there is only 2 genders or something like that.
Okay, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Okay.
That's her being. I mean, it's not like anti-transgenderism, but that's how they took it, and that's what they're running with.
Yeah.
There's legitimately 2 different characters in the game that are transgender.
So like, all right, we better write that in.
They literally. No, she didn't have anything to do with the game.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
She didn't write any of the storyline. Like it's just an adaptation, and like the bartender at Three Broomsticks, like says at one point, doesn't like I have old friends, and it's voiced by what I'm guessing is a transgender woman, that she says, I have old friends that see me and they recognize me and they don't understand that I'm a witch and not a wizard, and it's like a shot thrown in the face by the bartender of the Three Broomsticks of J.K. Rowling.
Is it like
be it that
relevant
if that's
to
how
the
it's supposed
story?
to be.
They just shoehorning this in, you know, like
They made it relevant.
Yeah,
At least a little.
right.
But
right,
the
right.
game itself,
Is Dumbledore gay or something too?
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
is, right? Like
Yeah.
like in the young fucking whatever. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but like so.
yeah,
But he
and that
is,
was
right? Like, I'm
that was
thinking
all
yeah, he is.
basic.
Yeah.
That was all basically fan fiction written too. Everything from the Fantastic Beasts movies, like they just. I mean,
Adapted the fan
it's
fiction
an
into-
adaptation.
Oh, for real? I thought she wrote that.
I don't think she wrote that.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she might have had something to
She was
do
a
with like the
producer on it.
screenplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she advised,
Yeah,
but she
yeah,
did.
yeah.
She wasn't the main writer for it or anything.
Gotcha.
And yeah, him and Grindelwald had a.
Got to go Office Space
What
on
were
this
we doing?
motherfucker.
Yeah,
there you go.
going off the space on the computer.
When this fucking thing is, we're done with this fucking computer thing. Keeps shitting the bed on me here. I don't know what the problem is.
Slow motion beat down out back, dude. Put this thing out of its misery for
Yeah,
sure.
for real.
I
don't
will
know what the
fully
fuck.
like tackle it off of your shoulders if you hold it up in the air. I'll jump off of Jake's back and tackle it into your pool.
Go
Yeah,
top
indeed.
rope off this thing. Give
Exactly.
the people's elbow on the way down. Dude. Show who's boss.
Yeah, man. And then there was fucking. All right, I already talked about Dark. There was something else. There was another big one. Oh, okay. I finally watched, based off of your recommendation, that fucking Swiss Army Man. You guys watch Swiss
I've-
Army Man?
I have
So many times have I come across that movie and just
Yeah.
thought,
I have thoughts.
maybe.
I've
really
watched it, and
Yeah.
I wonder if it was just all in the murder kid's head,
I don't know
or
what to
if
think,
Daniel
man.
Radcliffe
Yeah.
is a zombie. It's definitely one of the two.
Maybe he's Jesus.
Yeah, well, Harry Potter, man,
I didn't love it. I didn't love the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
he definitely came back to life after
Yeah.
he got Avada Kedavra. And now he's a, gaseous little swamp man.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was
dude.
a
Like,
weird movie.
It was very like it was kind of like a Wes Anderson kind of feel to it, like but I don't know. Wait, did
In
you?
my defense, I didn't
I don't
give it that
think-
strong of a recommendation.
I don't think it
No,
was
you-
directed
yeah,
well
yeah.
I
enough to
really
be a
like
Wes Anderson
Paul
film.
Deneau, though. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Deneau, however.
Yeah,
you
he's a
say
good
it.
actor.
Huge
Yeah.
fan of that guy, man.
Yeah, he was the Riddler in the new Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He did a fantastic job.
It was choice. It was a little kind of close to the fucking quasi Bane type character mixed in with some other
bit.
shit, but it was bad. Just
But,
voice
I mean,
stuff, but it was sweet
You
stuff.
separate the universes, I suppose.
I rewatched that the other day. We got real high and caught that. We roasted out the
It's a good
car
movie.
when old school saw it at the theater. Did it
Oh,
up
yeah.
right, dude.
What was
Baking
the
out,
Batman?
listening.
Oh,
yeah,
I
dude.
got you. Yeah.
Listening to one of the newer Snoops that came out
Yeah.
around that time. And just getting
Yeah.
roasted out in the car for like 2 hours beforehand. Dude.
We went in to see that and we're blown out. And I was trying to buy a blue slushy at the fucking thing, and we were like late, like getting in, and like the fucking kid was like, he kept wandering off, and then he was like macking on some
Yeah.
girl, and I'm like, bro, I need my slushy, man. It's like some 16-year-old.
This dude's trying to get his dick wet. All we need is a fucking blueberry Slurpee, man. Be on with your business. We're not
Super
trying to
blaze.
cock block here, but let's fucking hook it up with the slush first guy.
I thought the Batman was fucking great though. I liked
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was
I
really
like
good.
that murder mystery style that it was over, like, almost over the Nolan Batmans.
Yeah. I don't love some of the Nolan Batman stuff. I tried, after we watched the Batman, I tried rewatching the second one with the Joker, whatever. I didn't love it. I was
Really?
kind of like, this doesn't really
This
hold
might
up.
be your worst.
doesn't
I'm
hold
telling you, man. Watch it again,
That's-
dude. It doesn't hold up.
Vehemently disagree on that one.
Are you
I like
a fan?
that.
Who are you disagreeing with?
I'm
Are you a
disagreeing
fan?
with Ross.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I liked it too. I'm saying it didn't hold up as well as I thought.
man.
I was kind of like, this is kind of like,
Dude, I hate me some Heath Ledger too, and I had every expectation to that movie being a fucking piece of
He did
dog
such
shit, and
a
I was
good
like,
job.
Oh my god, he's so good. He's
I
so
think
good.
It's because he was killing himself with
Literally.
prescription drugs.
Yeah.
The whole time to stay in character.
I think his performance is overrated in that too. It's not that great. It's not that great.
Speaking of Joker, though, in the extended Justice League with the
Oh, you're talking about the Leto when Leto actually gets
the
good.
redemption of Leto as the Joker.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen
I haven't seen him. As,
So there's a
yeah.
whole extra scene that happens after the extended version of that movie.
Because they like gave him no screen time.
No, they
Like,
didn't.
right?
Well, and the writing was awful and
Yeah.
and all of that for Suicide Squad, but he's got like a 10-minute monologue at the end of the extended
Snyder-
Justice
the
League,
Snyder
and it's really really good.
nice.
Yeah, it's on the Zack Snyder one.
Leto was just like, let
Like
me
he
run
really,
that back.
Well, no,
he really
gotta
gets
get
into
another
it.
They
Well,
go
and they
there
got rid
back.
of all of his like stupid tattoos and shit that they did for Suicide Squad because they move into a different universe essentially.
I don't think I ever actually caught that.
I'm really, really hoping that they go into that universe for
Me
for
too.
what's
Well,
coming
that
up.
dude's running the whole show now, right?
Yeah.
DC. Like,
Yeah, the guy that
or not Zack Snyder. That,
no,
is that Zack
it's
Snyder stuff? The other-
Gunn, not Gunn.
yeah, that's it. James Gunn, or something like that.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
I think you're right.
That's right.
But he did because he was the guy that was doing.
He did the
Suicide Squad.
Guardians of the Galaxy, and then he
Yeah.
did the newest Suicide Squad.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which
I
was
can't
way
keep up
better
with
than
shit.
the last.
it was.
I liked that one. Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
that. I thought it was pretty fun. Yeah, and then I watched that spin-off series that he did with the
Peacemaker.
Yeah, that was fun too.
Yeah,
I
that
liked
was
it.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fucking. I hated the intro though with the dancing.
Oh man, that is the best fucking
People
part.
seem to like love it. And I'm like, this
Oh,
is the
dude.
worst thing I've ever seen. I don't get it.
It's like the whole thing. That whole thing is about mind control, and like that's what the whole season is about.
So that's what the intro is.
That's how I always understood it. Was
Okay.
that the intro was supposed to be like these people are.
I just
know,
thought it was kind of some trendy tie-in to like TikTok-y dance.
I guess it kind of
Might be
seems
a bit
that
of
way.
both.
Now that you
From
say it out
Calum,
loud.
from Calum B.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
That's the one with John Cena.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. It was good. I dug it. You know, I don't love fucking.
Nobody can
superhero
see you
stuff.
waving your hand in front
I
of your
know.
face.
What was that? What
That's
are
the
you doing?
John Cena thing.
Oh, is that a thing? Okay.
It's like
Can't see me.
You can't see me.
Were
They
you guys
can't
big
see him.
Wrestling guys back in the day. Did you get in the whole wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
deal? Yeah. Okay.
At my 6th grade birthday party, my mom made me a full handmade muscle suit of Sting.
Nice, dude.
And everybody had to come dressed up as
A wrestler.
as a wrestler. Here's the problem. In 6th grade, I was going to Mulek Park Elementary. It's on the corner of Burton, kind of south of Plymouth, or east of Plymouth, west of Plymouth. I know directions.
West.
It's a
don't
vehemently black neighborhood. So nobody else watches wrestling except for me and the one other white kid.
Yeah.
And
That's hilarious.
yeah, I had like 4 dudes show up, and they're all, like 6th grade black guys. So they're 6 foot tall and, solid muscle. They're all John Henry or Mike Henry or whatever his name was. It was a wrestler that at the time, I think maybe I had one Booker T. I had a Booker T and then like a bunch of others.
There's not a lot of black pro
There's
wrestlers.
not a lot of black pro wrestlers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then me and Diamond Dallas Page wrestled in the basement, and I got my ass kicked. So.
That shit's
great.
still huge, though.
Still
I've got
huge.
Oh, yeah.
buddies
Yeah.
that are still huge,
Yeah,
It's
man.
Like big
People love that shit.
WrestleMania watch parties and shit. I can
So
never
I
get
haven't-
down on it.
I haven't liked
What was
wrestling
the first
since
reality
then.
TV show?
Yeah. It is like a like I've heard it described as like a soap opera,
Soap opera
for
for
Yeah.
guys,
for guys or for kids or whatever. And I don't know. I
Yep.
never got into it either.
That's why I stopped watching wrestling.
We went and saw this extra terrible low budget, like one of those real low rent style, like Mickey Rourke doing the wrestler, in fucking gymnasiums type shit,
Yeah.
dude. They did it outside. One of the guys was the janitor. He's walking out with his fucking broomstick.
Beating people with a mop bucket.
What's going on here? What am I doing with my life?
Beats your ass with a fucking broomstick. I'd go to that. I would love to go
That
to a
sounds way better.
local
Yeah, it was wildly
wrestling
entertaining.
show,
Yeah, get the job done for sure. Have you guys caught any of the new South Park, by the way?
Oh, yeah,
South
I
Park
did. I did
finally
see
back
that.
up and operating.
I'm so far behind on so
Funny.
much shit.
I was legitimately singing Chocolate Salty Balls like
Hell
6
yeah.
hours ago.
Oh, man, dude.
all day, every day.
South Park, baby.
I did watch it because you told me that it was up, that there's a new one. They got a whole new season. I
Did
think
you
there's
see the
another
second new one?
No,
Yeah, there are two.
I caught
Okay.
the first one, and it was a fucking rip on. It was all about Kanye, basically. It was like a Kanye dude. Those guys are still as funny as ever. Just fucking geniuses, man. That show is so good.
I was not a huge fan of the first episode, and you know my immediate thought was, so they're obviously doing all the shit on Paramount with the movies and everything, and my first thought was, oh man, is this the Simpsons drop-off point where Simpsons, remember they started focusing on the Simpsons movie,
Right.
and like right
Yeah.
at that point the show went to shit, and we were the biggest fucking Simpsons fans back in the day. Like nobody loves that shit more, and it got real bad real fast. And I watched that episode. I wasn't really digging the whole Cupid Ye shit, and I was like, oh god, tell me this isn't the beginning of the end. But the last one, dude,
the new one.
yeah, the second one, so it's all it's they've got the whole Canadian royalty shit. You remember that whole
Yeah,
episode? So it was that, but with the pseudo Prince Harry character,
Right.
busted out
Harry
the
and
whole.
Meghan.
Yeah.
So-
Oh my god, dude, I was in tears, fucking laughing
Indeed.
about it. It was so goddamn fun.
I thought the one with Kanye was fucking great, though. I thought it was solid. South
It was
Park, man.
solid, but
funny.
it's like for the season opener, I don't know. It was a little underwhelming. It was good, but that second one, if you like that first one, the second one's
I'll have to
fucking money, dude.
watch that shit.
Pretty goddamn good.
I'm just glad those guys are still doing it. You know, like
For
they're
sure.
still out there,
Right.
still fucking making fun
Being
of shit.
offensive as fuck after
just fucking
20
not giving a
years,
fuck,
25
dude.
years, however
Yeah,
long
they do
it's
not
been.
give a fuck. I love too how they can just swear now in the show because
Yeah.
it's on
Right.
streaming, so they can
Yeah.
just drop f-bombs anywhere they want.
It's weird watching it, like with the actual bounds versus the bleeps. I kind of prefer the bleeps. I don't know. There's some kind of nostalgia factor. Of the
They
old
should have
school
both
bleeped out
versions.
shit, right?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, South Park. I went back and looked, and I was like, I think, yeah, because I'm like way far behind too. I'm like, I didn't see like any of these last couple like seasons, quote unquote. You know, there's only like
Last
six
one was, like,
episodes.
6
here,
episodes,
like,
yeah.
5 episodes there. Like during the pandemic, there was just the one movie,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or whatever, which was fucking hilarious.
It's
but,
going good enough.
yeah,
Gotta get caught
the
up on that.
pandemic
Yeah.
special.
You gotta get Paramount. God damn it, this is now a weekly topic on this. It's gotta get fucking Paramount.
A
and
different
catch up on
streaming
that
service,
South
right?
Park. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll give you my login before they stop letting you give logins.
yeah,
Right,
baby, gotta
right.
have it, dude.
but it's on HBO. So what do you mean? What's the difference? It's not.
Well, not the so there's stuff that they did specifically for Paramount.
Oh,
they did like
those
a whole
movie
movie
kind of things
type
or something.
thing, yeah, where they were growing up
Oh.
and shit. I didn't see any of that stuff.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
No, me.
Nobody
I stumbled
does, yeah.
across it. I never watched it, but
Yeah.
I came across it.
What else is on Paramount? Like why?
They've got Comedy Central. They've got
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, the Beavis and Butthead stuff's on there.
yeah. There's
Are they bringing that back?
Like,
Is that
I
officially
I think
coming
they
back?
already
Yeah.
did. They did a
Oh,
movie, and
shit.
then I think they did some episodes on
right,
there
and
too.
they cycle
Yeah.
through like every Paramount movie ever made. So,
Okay, so there's
there's
a
a
lot.
lot of stuff
Yeah.
on there that you can get that you can't get anywhere else.
And then
Right.
that Yellowstone show, isn't that on Paramount?
That yes,
Also? Okay.
yep,
Which
thought
I've
that
heard nothing but great things
yeah. I've
about.
heard great
I
things
haven't
about
seen
that
it.
too.
Yeah, that one to me is everybody's too obsessed with that, and there's a lot of people that are into it.
I'll
whose
wait until they're
opinions I
done
don't
being obsessed
trust.
with it.
I'm like, yeah, I don't really trust your opinion on stuff, and you're super into this show. So
You're a Costner hater to begin with, a little bit, right? A little anti-Costner.
man. Yeah, he's all right. I don't know. I'm not a Costner hater. I just feel like he's done a lot of stuff.
I
that's
rewatched-
Haven't you
great.
seen Prince of Thieves? Come on.
I rewatched
rough.
Man of Steel the other day,
Yeah, he's in that.
and he's in
yeah.
that, and I cried.
Yeah, indeed.
because of
So there you go.
his departure in that
It's
movie.
the finest acting I've ever seen.
Man,
Look no further than Costner in Waterworld.
Yeah,
baby.
Waterworld.
Absolutely, Waterworld's where it's at.
The
It's a
Postman.
terrible flick. Oh,
You guys remember The
fucking
Postman?
just bad.
Yeah.
Oh
Or
yeah.
he did right after Waterworld. I think.
there he is, Kai.
Did that just cue itself up on its own?
Oh, some serious fuckery going on the computer here. Right now. Don't worry about it.
No one. Nope, it's that.
smash.
It's kind of awesome.
That's the greatest.
Let's just hope that keeps happening.
Oh man, it might have just recorded over that too, so it's not even. It's just gonna be nothing and just us laughing about it.
Kai not a fan of the Postman either. Apparently.
Or he's very much a fan of him.
Right. Oh, dude, you know what else came out? And I actually meant to watch this because I remember you saying you were a big fan of the first Knives Out movie. If I'm not mistaken,
Glass
right?
Onion.
Did you catch
Yeah.
Glass? I
I've
haven't
watched
seen
Glass
either
3
one of them.
times.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
caught
good?
it.
Yeah.
I liked
Okay.
it. Yeah, it was fucking fun. That was fun too.
Do you have to watch the first one before you go into
No.
that,
No.
or is it completely separate?
No.
Totally
Separate.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
That's got Batista in it, too.
Janelle Monáe in that movie smashes it. Just absolute. I thought
Smash,
she should.
smash.
Yeah, there it is.
Smash.
For good measure.
Yeah, she deserves an Oscar
She
for that movie.
the other.
So
star,
the main character of the movie is Daniel Craig's character.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
but-
Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
And then the other main character, the other person that
Yeah.
I would call the main character
The
is
twin.
Edward Norton. But then don't.
Oh fuck! Is that the? Was that
You
the
literally
spoiler?
just fucked the whole movie.
Oh, snap.
I'm really glad I looked down and was paying attention to something for that because I haven't seen it.
Nah, I don't think that's spoil. You find
That
out like
is
you find out like a
no,
quarter of the
you
way
don't.
in or something.
That's the.
All right. Daniel
okay.
Craig stinks. No, I'm kidding. No, that was a good movie.
Ross,
I liked,
this show is now called Ross Hates on Everybody.
I liked it. No, it was a good movie. Fucking Ed Norton's always
Ed
fucking
Norton.
great, dude.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah, he fucking kills it. He's great as like a villain.
Yep.
Like, he's the villain in the Italian Job.
Yeah.
You're fucking.
That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
movies.
he's always great as that kind of like shit eating.
Yeah, just a shit eating
Like, yeah,
person, period.
Did you guys ever see one of my favorite movies ever? And I'm a huge Ed Norton fan, by like top 3-5 actors for me. Fucking love that cat. Did you guys ever see Primal Fear? One of the first Ed Norton movies with Richard Gere.
No.
Is he-
I don't think I saw
is
that
he,
one.
he's
that
a
was like
handicapped
that was like
This one, mother-
90s,
I
like
almost
early
did.
90s,
I
right?
almost spoiled
Yeah,
that.
yep.
Like,
You did it again.
No, I didn't. I almost did though, man. I almost just gave it away.
Yes, it is that
Yes.
one. He's like mentally challenged. He's accused of killing a priest. Won't get too far into it. It is a fucking epic flick. Do yourself a favor. Watch some Primal Fear.
And who else is it?
Richard
De Niro?
Gere,
Oh,
I'm sold.
the
Richard
main
Gere,
kind of
okay.
lawyer guy in that flick. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Oh, he's a
Yeah,
lawyer. Maybe I did see this movie.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
got a gerbil up his ass.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
whole-
Like really?
That's the twist. Now you officially spoil it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, Ed Norton's a fucking great actor for sure.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I wish they would have kept him for the Hulk
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
over Ruffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie just fucking flopped so hard that there was just
I know.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
It
Was that the
wasn't.
Ang Lee one? That was like the first one.
No,
right?
Ang Lee did the one with Bana.
Okay.
Ooh, the Banner Hulk, I remember being pretty terrible.
That was
if I'm
pretty
not
bad.
mistaken.
That was-
Which one came first?
That
Bana.
one.
Banner
okay.
Hulk.
Okay. Banner Hulk.
Yeah, and then the Incredible Hulk. The Bana Hulk was just Hulk, and then the Incredible Hulk was Norton.
Gotcha.
When they tried to tie it in, that was the movie that was going to be. It came out right after Iron Man, and it was going to be the
Oh,
next
wow.
step.
Yeah,
Really?
that was the next step in the MCU.
For real? Okay. I didn't realize that was so tied in at that point.
Yeah.
But then they
Yeah,
just,
there was that was the first end credit scene or the second end credit scene.
Yeah.
In the first one, in Iron Man, Nick Fury shows up and is like, "I'm trying to make this team." And at
Hey,
the end-
motherfucker.
At the end, yeah, at the end of the Incredible Hulk, Robert Downey Jr. shows up and tries to recruit him to.
Gotcha.
Right.
So why didn't they keep Ed Norton then?
couldn't afford him.
He's a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
dude, Norton tapped out of that shit for sure. He's one and done. That was a choice flick, though, as I remember, dude. Love me some Norton. Thought it was pretty solid.
Oh, yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
you know? Can't go wrong.
I'm not really up on a lot of that shit.
Ed Norton,
honestly.
American History X.
The Marvel movie stuff isn't
Yeah,
yours.
That's a good
dude.
one.
American History. I saw that real late. I never saw that until a handful of years
Never
ago.
seen
and I
it.
remember
Okay.
really.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, it's
I know.
intense.
I know. I kind of don't want to see it. I know
Edward
it's so fucked up.
Furlong, baby.
Yeah.
John
Wow.
Connor in there.
Wow.
Oh yeah, dude,
Wow.
Connor for days in that flick.
Damn.
It's a fucking intense movie. It's really good though, dude. It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really intense, but it's good.
Shit that's too intense lately, I just don't even want to watch it. I was actually thinking about that earlier. There's certain movies and shit that's like, it's so intense that I never want to watch it again. I'm like, I'm good.
You get a real delicate constitution in your old age, my man. I gotta say.
I just like, it's like, I just want to be entertained.
I know.
You know, like it's
I'm
like,
breaking balls. I'm the
I don't
same
want to
way
feel
these days.
bad. You know, like why am I spending my free time feeling bad?
Yeah.
You know, like
Furthermore, I'm finding myself wanting to think less and less. Like I used to actively seek out like the deepest fucking smuggest
Crazy
movies I could
shit.
find, and now I'm just like, give me something Gabriel Iglesias or some shit. I don't know.
Let me watch Office Space
Now
for
it's
the
just
50th
what-
Yeah,
time.
dude, yeah.
throw on some Temple of Doom.
My go-to is
Yeah.
against your Marvel, whatever you have going right now. Not want to watch Marvel. My go-to these days, first I just want to just shut my brain off and be amazed by fucking whatever's on TV. Is the Shang-Chi movie. Best fucking fight scenes ever.
What is this?
Period. Shang-Chi.
It's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's a Marvel movie.
Okay.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the
Marvel's
Ten
take on a
Rings.
kung fu movie.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
There's a bus fight scene that I will, when we take a break, we are watching it. And it's like 6 minutes of just fucking insanity.
Two buses fight?
Yes. Like Transformers.
No, that sounds. I never heard of that though.
Yeah.
It's like made by Marvel.
good
Legend
one.
of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
Okay. There's so fucking many, dude. I can't keep.
Yeah, there's
keep straight.
30 now, I think.
Well, what,
Jeez.
he's going to be part of the Defenders, right?
Yeah, I would probably be an Avenger.
You think?
I think so. The Ten Rings is super powerful.
That's true.
Way more powerful.
We'll go down that MCU rabbit hole and we'll talk nerdy
It
for a
beats
while.
the shit out of 5 rings. I'll say that.
Yeah, well,
So he's in the Olympics then.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold.
There you
go.
go. Getting the soundboard going.
It's
Hey.
bad, baby. This thing's been up and running for more than 30 fucking seconds straight, so
If Kai's not
the tide's really turning. We need more inadvertent Kai fucking drops this on its own. That's class.
You watched the Kai thing, because we were going to talk about it when
Yeah.
you guys were going to be on before. Yeah, that was a fucking wild. show,
it's a
man.
fucking ride, man. That guy, what
yeah.
he's been through.
I wonder what he's doing. Like they didn't really like.
He's in
update
prison.
him.
He's in prison.
I know, but they didn't really like. They couldn't get him on. Like
He was in prison.
they can still interview somebody in prison. They
Yeah,
do all
look
the
at Tiger
time.
King.
Like, yeah.
I never saw that back in the day either. That was one that was
dude, you didn't
so
watch
huge.
Tiger
I
King?
never
I
caught
mean,
knowing that was.
How did you miss it? Because that was
Yeah.
the
That was
pandemic
when
show.
COVID, was
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah, that
tapped
came
out.
out on the day they shut down everything.
Right.
Yep.
I went full
they got real
douchebag
lucky.
counterculture on that. I was like, everybody's watching
get
this
it,
and it's
I get it.
awesome.
I can't
Yeah,
watch
I
it
do that
because
too.
everybody likes it.
We sponsored one of his tigers that's in some fucking sanctuary. Because did you guys watch the second one?
The Dangerville podcast did?
We me and Susan. We
decided it was time to reinvest our past earnings from the
I
sponsorships.
did, and I gave it to her as a gift. So, but because there was like a second one, there was like the update that all had to do with that.
Yeah,
fucking
and
other
that one
cat.
was sad.
Yeah. And so a lot of it was about what actually happened to the animals and shit there, though, too. And they're all in that fucking crazy sanctuary in like Colorado
With the
or something,
ponytail
though.
guy? Or did he get busted?
Yeah, he got busted. I'm talking about like they're all in a real place now.
Oh, okay.
They're all like actually being taken care of in this real place. So I donated to the real place now, and I got a fucking
Plaque.
yeah, a little
tiger tail.
certificate and the fucking. I think they sent a
You get the head
tiger,
to mount on your wall.
It was a fucking a Christmas ornament, I think.
Oh.
Went full blown Sarah McLachlan dog commercial on this. For only $5 a month,
You can get this
sponsor
tiger's
Bean
nutsack.
Tiger.
And let me tell you, it was fucking more than that because, like, in order to, like, I was like, I just has to be the animal I'm sponsoring has to be one of the Tiger King's tigers. And they were like, well, the big animals are top tier this amount per month and whatever. And it was
You got
not
dude,
cheap.
bro. They're in
What you want me-
Barnum and Bailey's
I know,
as we
right,
speak.
I know.
How much is it
Caged
to
up.
sponsor a capybara?
They got everything there. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I wonder what fucking happened to that thing. I had the like plaque and shit. I just did it to fucking.
tiger?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the tiger. What the fuck happened to that tiger?
Who knows what happened to the tigers too? Yeah. Yeah, there's some kind of crazy. It's like fucking like
It's a rich lady in Aspen wearing your tiger.
pretty much. It's some like fucking. It's like a huge like thousands of acres like wild. Where they can just roam around.
It's wildlife
It's all, like-
sanctuary.
yeah, it's all fenced in and everything. But it's like,
Pretty sure that's what that show Yellowstone's all about.
indeed.
Is your tiger.
I know there's the people been talking about the new one of that too. The fucking with Harrison Ford, right? Isn't
Yeah, I think that
Yellowstone?
he's
Yeah,
they're making it a prequel or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
With Sam Elliott,
1915.
too, right?
Yeah,
Starring
yeah, yeah.
Sam Elliott's
Yeah.
mustache. if
Starring
I'm not
Sam Elliott's
mistaken.
mustache. Sam Elliott will always be like perfect for roles like that until the day he dies.
yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
He's
Sam
been that
Elliott.
guy.
He's got
for
that voice,
30
man.
years.
Yeah.
It's the voice and the mustache that just do
Oh
it.
man, he played.
Yeah, he's money, dude.
He played the old school Ghost Rider.
Oh,
Again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in I think it was the first Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah.
Holy
He
shit.
shows
I
up on a
remember that.
fucking flaming head horse. It's
Damn.
dope.
I take my Ghost Rider as Nick Cage or nobody.
Nick
It was in the Nick Cage
Cage
movie.
Ghost Rider.
That's what I mean.
Get
It's-
right down to
it was in that one. At the end,
Oh, shit, he was-
at the end, he like is getting his ass kicked, and Sam fucking shows up, and he's like, "I guess we better team up for this shit."
Indeed.
for a long ass time, but that show was pretty fucking dynamite back in the day.
I was addicted to that show, dude. I think a lot of people were talking about American Pickers. We went to the spot, the fucking their shop or whatever.
Oh no, the one in
Yeah, I got a
Tennessee.
t-shirt. I've been to both. The main one's in Iowa, and because Susan's from Iowa,
Oh, I
so
didn't-
when we
that's
go
cool.
there, we stopped in and
That was my next question.
fucking
Why the fuck
homie
were
was
you
there.
in
The
Iowa?
brother was there.
Mike's brother.
Yeah. He was there and he was like working on an engine or something in the parking lot and like his ass crack was hanging out.
Did you credit card him?
and then we heard it was the chick with the tats.
Danielle.
Yeah, she was like yelling down from
She's
up above. She was
My fucking favorite.
yeah. What the fuck happened though? Like it all went to shit, man. And that's when they
'cause,
fucking fired Frankie.
It's
and
funny
it's
that,
like,
that show was so like so much not based on Frank, but
Yeah.
when he left, shit.
yeah. But I mean, it was the two of them, dude. I mean, we're good.
Oh,
So
okay.
did
I
that
don't
guy
know.
get
There's a
fired,
gap at
or
the end. I see
thought
what's
the
happening.
Frank
now.
guy had like
Just
a
making
heart
sure.
attack or some shit, and then they brought the brother in, or is that
Yeah,
not right?
it is, but it was kind of like too like they kind of like
It was too.
Somebody got embroiled in
Something happened.
controversy,
Yeah,
right?
something
there's
happened.
And
shenanigans going down.
conveniently he had a heart
yeah,
attack.
he had to
Okay, yeah.
leave for health problems a little bit or something, and then but it was also kind of like if like I don't know from what it seems like and what I've read and heard about it was kind of like he wanted to bring his brother into that spot anyway or something or I don't know. It seemed fucking shady and like it just kind of ruined the whole fucking show, right? Like I have a whole thing about that with like when bands break up really shitty like publicly like that. Like I don't ever want to listen to that band anymore, even though their shit was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just keep it like
that
keep it in
happened
the
with
house,
that
man.
happened with Blink-182.
That was, and it, that
And it
one
was
wasn't even that
it
bad.
was yeah, but it's still like I was still crushed. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it, you know, like fucking Tom.
I don't
Tom
understand-
wants to go do Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah, but why
He wanted to
continue
be-
under that name? Like you've got the notoriety, you can get another band name recognized. So take that new singer of yours and go find a different or go start a different band. Don't call it Blink-182
I
because
think
it's not.
exactly. I think you hit it right on the head. Is because they got that notoriety, bro. Just rolling in that
Yeah.
note. Just like
Yeah.
keep that name going.
go play
fucking
these
get it
songs.
out
Yeah, and
there,
Fat
yeah.
Paid.
and Mark was doing Plus 44, and Tom was doing
Angels.
and neither
whatever side
neither
project
of
he's
them
doing.
were
He's fucking
doing
going after
great.
UFOs is what he was doing.
Yeah, Tom's
That's
currently
why-
going after UFOs.
Yeah.
He's
well,
back
that's-
now.
that's why they're
but,
here.
In Blink 182, they just got back together.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they get rid of the fourth guy?
That I
Or
don't
are
know.
they a four-piece? 'Cause-
well, I think they've been doing that live for a long time. I mean, they did
Have
cover
they?
parts and shit. I don't know because I'm not a super
I'm
huge
gonna look
Blink
it up.
fan, but
That was our
for
first.
the
That was,
most
that was my
part-
first concert.
All the way
That's-
up until
that's cool.
their self-titled record, there were never more than one guitar part going.
yeah, okay. I don't
Didn't
know.
they
Yeah.
start out as a three-piece?
They have always
Yeah,
been a
that's what I
three-piece.
was saying,
Yeah.
a three-piece. Yeah, well, that was why he really fucking left that band was to go pursue fucking fucking chasing monsters.
Right. Well, what do you think Angels and Airwaves is about?
Man. Yeah.
That guy, I don't know, man. I know we got differing opinions on this. He seems like a total bullshit artist to me. Whether or not what he's selling is true, I don't know. Like,
I think he's just a Californian bum, man, who believes what he believes.
Yeah.
This
He's
suggests
very
that
high.
it's just the three of them.
Yeah.
So they're back to being just a three-piece.
Right.
I thought they kept the extra guy that was the
other singer, the guy from
the other
Alkaline Trio?
guitarist.
That was the guy who was
Was
really
he from
filling
Alkaline
it.
Trio?
Matt Skiba?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who this says, right? That's
Matt Skiba.
I thought I didn't know he was from Alkaline
He,
Trio.
yeah, he took over that
But he
spot
wasn't.
for a
He
minute.
wasn't a. Well, I didn't like his vocal.
I didn't either.
I didn't think he sounded
It
good.
doesn't fit
And then
with-
they changed it so it was all Mark singing.
Right.
Oh, really?
And they just took him out of it, and
that's
and now
not-
it's
none
now
of
it's
that's
back.
any good. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
not
I don't
good
think
at all.
Mark's a vocalist that can handle an entire album.
that's what
either.
happened to
I
Plus
like
44.
his singing better
Right.
than Tom's, honestly. A lot of the time. I mean,
Well, you
for
just
my-
don't like joy,
Yeah.
here we are, there we are.
That's not my favorite kind of thing.
Here
pretty
we
spot on
go.
DeLong right there.
That's
Not
pretty
gonna lie.
good.
It's pretty well played.
Why don't we cover more Blink-182?
You know, what's the song?
In my head,
Inside my head.
don't waste your time on me.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan. They call that the Coke nose sound.
That was the first song.
That
I Miss You was the first song Jake and I ever played on a stage together.
yeah.
That's true. It is.
You guys serenade each other,
Yes,
look deep into each other's eyes.
absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are a lot bigger on the punk pop kind of situation than I ever
Yeah.
got into it. You know,
There's that couple year age gap, man. It's
I
just
know.
what does it. Those,
No, but I
those
mean,
couple years.
It kind
not
of doesn't
the-
take much though.
It
for some of
doesn't.
that
Yeah,
shit.
Especially
it's
during
true.
that era.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was between you probably most of the music you listened to probably peaked in '96.
Well, you're talking like we were just.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to say it like that. The music didn't peak in '96. Your first musical interest that when you really grabbed onto music was when you were what,
Yeah.
12?
Yeah, 10, 12, yeah.
So that's 93 to 95.
Yeah.
Or so. You were 81, 82.
Those are the formative years.
Well,
right?
look at the
13
failure
to
poster
18
up there.
And then-
I mean, that's a new poster. But
And then when we grabbed onto music, it was exactly
Early
that.
2000s.
It was
But a
the
lot of
year
it
2000.
wasn't like punk pop didn't exist for us. I mean, like it was huge forever. I was just kind of like, never. It
didn't exist.
you know.
well, pop punk's been around since the early '90s.
punk
Yeah, I mean,
first.
like,
in its current form, it's been around since
people that I
you
know
say
that were
you say
even
pop
older than me.
punk has been around since the early 90s, but it hasn't. Punk songs have turned into pop music
Well, I think the
around that
progenitors
time,
of
but
what
there's
pop
no.
punk is Green Day. Like they're the people that brought that
yes.
into
Yeah,
a pop
yeah,
mainstream.
that's a good
But I mean, like when Blink 182 came out, that was exactly the age for me. I
Yeah.
just didn't.
Using like
I just never got super into it.
you
I mean,
were already stuck on Metallica.
maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just think there's something about that sound that just never really like spoke to me. Like
I was always a
punk rock
big like
in general.
the guitar tones that Tom has are
Yeah.
pretty friggin' amazing. If you haven't
Yeah.
paid much attention to him, even though it's a simple setup like single pickup guitar thing,
Yeah, that's,
his rig is stupid good sounding.
yeah, I bet. I liked Green Day a lot. You know.
Yeah.
Green Day got a little more rock though. You know,
Yeah.
like even though I mean it was obviously very all that too, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know they did. I was really into the. Like it was like their fourth record, maybe it was called Nimrod.
I
When
love
they got,
Nimrod.
when they got
Nimrod.
more rock. Like that was
Yep.
a huge fucking record.
I'm one of the few people that actually liked Warning quite a bit.
Yeah.
When they went all like acoustic ish,
Right,
weird.
Right. Yeah.
I loved that album.
All their records are great, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They really fucking know what they're doing when they're making records. That all right? That drink okay?
That's a bit bitter.
You look you took a drink and then you looked at it like, what the fuck have I done?
Should have put another ice cube in it.
Go grab one,
You
dude.
can have one of mine.
I'm gonna grab one of his.
Oh wow, getting in there, dude.
Going right in, fingers deep in the cup.
Yep.
there. That's a bold
Man,
move.
I'm
That's a bold
thirsty,
move.
so I'm gonna embrace that.
It's entirely made of alcohol. It's fine.
What, my
Right.
drink?
Yes.
Yes.
It's about as sanitary as you can get, I guess.
Exactly.
When you get right down to it.
The fuck those fingers been, bro.
All right, so I got to use this conversation to a semi-related music segue. All right, our boy Ice-T
Segue.
had a birthday yesterday. Shout out Ice-T.
Shout out to
Happy
Ice-T.
birthday. Shamelessly tweeted our fucking Lep 5 Lep in the Hood episode at him like, bro, what's up? We're huge fans. What's the status on the Lep follow-up? So still waiting to hear back on that. But in related news, so Billboard came out. I don't think you guys are big hip-hop guys, and I guess like I'm not a huge hip-hop guy either. I got a handful of things I go real deep
I heard
on.
they dropped some.
I have opinions.
Best.
50 rappers of
Okay.
all
I wanted
time
to
just came
punch.
out.
I saw that, and go ahead.
There's some bunk call. All right. So
I'll
I've got
bet
some,
there's some bunk calls
I've got
on there.
some notable mentions here. So first off, our boy Ice-T making the list at
100%.
number 45, baby.
That's
Ice-T
it.
coming in
I'd
there.
put Ice-T up to in the 20s at least, probably.
Now, is this like best rappers? Like, you're not the right person to ask.
Yeah, yes.
This isn't the most talented rapper or the rapper with the most hits.
Yeah, what are
or
they basing this on? What's the
what's
criteria?
the criteria?
Okay, I did not read the details of it, but looking through the list, it seems like kind of a Billboard classic combination of like how many hits did you have / how influential were you? So they were a handful of old school guys.
And then they get to judge the influence based on the fact that they're old.
Yeah, I'm assuming, it's some combination of like record sales, what you
Right.
did to quote unquote
Okay.
innovate the
Yeah.
genre in a given way, et cetera, et cetera. So, you take these lists with a grain of salt always, but there was some bunkness in there, dude. Number 41 is our boy Dr. fucking Dre.
What?
41?
Dre's in the top 10.
100, top 5 probably, dude.
But
I'm giving top
With,
5.
as far as influence is concerned, especially with the
yeah,
amount
yeah.
that he's produced
But
for
Dr.
everybody.
Dre's a producer. He
I
doesn't even
struggle-
consider himself to be a rapper.
No,
But I
because
was
he's only
still-
released 3 albums ever.
Exactly.
I struggle with the idea of talent not being part of this list.
Yeah, but talent is so subjective.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point.
But if you're going to make
I
a
think
list
about-
of the top 50 rappers and Dr. Dre's only at 41.
Yeah,
you're
who the
fucking
hell's in
you're
front
up,
of him?
You're
Yeah.
up your ass regardless.
Yeah,
you
you're
can
right.
make any argument you want, but I mean, Jesus
so
Christ.
immediately in front of him, coming in at number 40, was Ludacris, who
Again,
I'm a big fan of.
big
but
fan
I don't
of
think you
Ludacris.
can put him ahead of Dre,
No.
right? Like,
Yeah,
come the fuck
no.
on. Even
Luda's
off
the
the
man.
strength
Number
of
of
fucking
hits,
original
sure.
Chronic and Chronic 2001.
Number
even if it's
of
like-
hits, sure, because he's put out a million albums and
Yeah.
has had a bunch of top
Ludacris
10s.
is the man for she's a great rapper.
Love
He's got great freestyle game too.
He's fucking huge.
Just edging out Luda at number 39 is my boy Busta Rhymes, Busta
Yeah.
Bus coming in. Who I thought could
See,
be a little
and
bit
this is-
higher, honestly.
He should be
Yeah.
a bit higher
Been in
too.
the game for
the
a long
progenitor
fucking
of
time.
speed rap.
The problem is when
so
you get
good.
up into the top 20.
Yeah. So
And that's when
It's going to be all the old school guys?
no.
Okay.
a lot of bullshit.
A lot of
Keep going.
bullshit.
Let's
I didn't
up.
even jot down half of them. You probably have a bunch of
I can
them
pull the
memorized,
whole
right?
list
Pull
up.
up. So
I could
couple quick
fucking.
notables here. 33 and 25, 2 of my guys from the Wu-Tang Clan. So Method Man and Ghostface Killer.
No, okay.
I can stand behind both of those.
Thought
Big
that was
I
fans of
can
those
too, but I
guys.
still think those guys might deserve to be a little bit higher too.
Nah.
Just with Wu-Tang.
I think those guys are
I
not.
think Method Man, you can make an argument. It's a
That's what I'm
little higher,
saying.
maybe.
Like,
I don't think he's as good as Busta Rhymes as a rapper. I know people.
well, again, depends on the criteria. You know, like
it's just what I like. I
and
guess.
it,
Like,
I
it
just
almost
want
couldn't
the
be
list.
more of a different style because
Yeah,
Method's like
yeah,
real
yeah.
kind of slow and smooth and like
Yeah.
melodic almost, and that real fucking chill kind of vibe. Busta complete the
and
opposite.
Busta's
Yeah.
a lyricist. Yeah,
yeah.
So we got Cube coming in at 22, who actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge Ice Cube fan.
I am.
I like
Cube's
Ice Cube.
shit.
I don't love Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's gonna chap your ass here. J. Cole coming in at number 18.
Oh, shout out to Lens.
Lens, loving him. Man.
Yeah, no, hard no. You're beating.
Yeah.
You're telling me J. Cole is better than Busta Rhymes and Dr.
Dre.
and
Yeah.
Ludacris
Not buying it,
and the
dude.
guys from Wu Tang Clan.
listen,
You
by
can lick my
30.
ass.
Yeah.
By 30.
I've
There's
tried-
30 people in
I've
between
listened
those
to like
two.
fucking a couple J. Cole songs off several recommendations, and okay, it's fine. It's modern rap. It's not my thing.
Where does somebody like Kendrick
eh.
fall on that list? Does he fall on that list? He's number 2.
Number
Get the fuck
2.
out
No
of here.
fucking
all
way.
the
Get the fuck
time.
out of
Okay,
here.
he's good, but there's no way.
I don't even think he's
Okay,
No
so I
way.
think we've gone off on this, so I know your opinion, dude. I listen to a lot of like Pandora rap, especially when I'm golfing. That's my thing. I love
Sure.
listening to hip hop when I golf. Inevitably, I will queue up like the Dre fucking Pandora station whenever a song comes on that stinks. I'm like, what is this trash? Kendrick Lamar. Every fucking time.
Yeah, man.
I fucking hate me some Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
backing up real quick, number 41 is our boy E40. Who you think you got to slot him in at number 40?
Yeah.
They should have put him in at 40. That would have been.
E40 is the man. I don't know if he's
my favorite E40 verse is he did a song called Bubble
by
with Tech
E40's
Nine.
Cognac.
That was really good. That accent of his really came out, and
What was the one?
when he does it fast, it's hilarious.
I never listened to much Tech Nine, but
I'm a
caught
huge
little
Tech
bit.
Nine fan.
Tech Nine's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Tech Nine
Yeah.
is
He's
like
so
60 years
badass,
old
dude.
and still going at it and still rapping faster
Hard
than most
rap,
of the people
dude.
out there.
Fucking
Been throwing it down.
Tech Nine is so good.
Well, what? He's been doing it since the early 90s.
Yeah, thereabouts. It's been out for a hot minute, dude. And everything I've caught's choice. I got to go down that rabbit hole. All right, couple more quick ones, and I know you're. Are you still queuing up some bullshit ones high up on the list? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear
Number
more.
15, Nicki fucking Minaj at 15.
Okay.
Way ahead of Dre.
Listen.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm actually okay with that one. And if you guys
No
want me to defend
way.
myself, I will.
All right, go.
She's the best female rapper that we've ever had, period.
Okay, but that's not what the list is.
That's not what the list is. She has like the number of albums sold.
Yep.
And this is Billboard.
Yep.
It's true. That's true. Okay.
Number of albums
Billboard,
sold and the
yeah.
number of hits she's had. If
Which
that's
is insane given
if that's the criteria.
the way the music industry works now and you don't get album
Well,
sales.
see, that's the thing is these way they count sales is not the fucking same anymore with all these
It's
streams and shit. It's not the same thing as selling records.
No, it's
it never
not.
has been. So when they're fucking saying, "Oh, it's been played 1 billion times," yeah, but that's not the same thing as selling 1 million records. Is a very different thing. So that's bullshit. Also, she stinks, and fucking no goddamn way being like, "Well, she's the best female rapper." Whatever. Hey, that's a low bar. I'm sorry. There's not that many.
She's got good
If
flow.
Lady
She's
Rage is
always
not on
had
there, you know,
No
get the
Lady
fuck out of
Rage.
here.
she's always had good flow. She's always had like
There's no substance
her-
to it, but I agree with
actually,
you on that.
her-
It's all. I get it. You're a whore. I get it. I get it.
Queen Latifah, speaking of female rappers, was
There you
in there
go.
somewhere around like 42-ish, maybe, I want to say. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. Come on.
And
Salt and
then-
pepper, baby.
Oh, Lauryn Hill was reasonably high, like
Okay.
number 30-ish. I dig
Missy
Lauryn Hill. I
Elliott's
like
top
Fugees
20,
quite a
I
bit.
think.
Missy Elliott, that was the other one I was thinking
I just
of,
did the
yeah. Well, I
math,
think
and a
Missy
billion
Elliott was
plays on
pretty
Spotify is $30,000 to the artist.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
0.02 cents per stream.
Yeah.
It's 0.023 cents per stream right now.
That seems low.
Spotify is the lowest paying.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
Oh,
That's
that's
why
one
Snoop
streaming
tried to create
service.
the whole
Can't make money.
fucking, what was the app that Snoop was trying to get off?
Snoop
the
was trying to
ground
make his
for-
own app and shit.
Well,
Like,
and then there
like
was
Death
what? There
Row,
was
I think
Tidal
it's-
too. That was the beginning of the artists trying to create their own streaming
number
services.
9.
Yeah.
I can.
Is
I
that
can
what
get
your list
behind
said?
that.
Snoop Dogg was 9.
I had it at 10, but I was typing it in the car, doing 80 miles an hour from Detroit. Don't tell your cat
I'll give him
friends,
that.
But
Snoop should be.
I think it was 10. Maybe it was
3.
9. Anyway, all right. So real quick,
think it should be 3?
Rounding
Yeah.
out a few other ones.
Yeah, I do.
We got Eminem coming in at number
Eminem-
5.
Yeah,
Right?
he was
Eminem should
5
be
on
2.
mine.
Yeah, I think Snoop
Or
was
1.
9, by the way. I fucked that up. Eminem 5.
Again,
Tupac
depending
4.
on talent, and you're thinking the same way I'm thinking. Talent-wise,
2.
top 3
Yeah,
easily.
agreed.
Eminem sold a preposterous amount of records too. It's not like he's under the radar.
No.
you know.
Yeah.
So what did you
and
have?
Talent-wise, I think he's absolutely. I mean, he's fucking the Bill Shakespeare of calling people bitches.
He's the Eminem of rap.
Exactly.
See, all right. Eminem's another one I kind of went counterculture on, specifically because we grew up in a little town of all white kids, and that was like the one
Only thing
acceptable
you can
rapper
listen
that
to.
everybody
In
loved. And I'm
Michigan.
kind of just like, fuck it, you know. But tabling my bias, it's like it's objectively choice, right? Fucking
Oh,
Eminem
yeah.
gets a job.
Well,
done.
it also depends on what era you go with. You go with the jokey Eminem, or you go with the serious Eminem.
right.
I like the best shit
I like them
Eminem's
both.
ever done is his modern stuff, dude. His new records
He's
are
just
the best
getting better.
records he's ever done.
Yeah, but you can't escape the genius that was the old stuff, because
Yeah.
being that out there is what made him who he is.
the new stuff has a lot of fucking crazy too. Like it's
It
still
does.
as funny as ever.
It's just
dude.
not
Like,
skit based. It's not a.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not
It's
an
not-
act anymore.
Right.
The old shit was almost like, I always thought it was kind of like akin to ICP in a weird way. Like
Yeah.
way different. But
Yeah,
like
except
real
with talent.
Yeah, it was like a way better,
Yeah.
like technically
I'm
proficient
down with the
ICP
clown,
type
sir.
thing. Yeah,
I think
leaving.
you're barking up the wrong
my big
tree
hitter
if you're
was
gonna go
when
off on ICP,
Yeah.
bro. Big ICP. Notable
sucks.
omissions from the list, by the way. Jay and Silent Bob
Yeah,
nowhere
Jay
to
and
be
Silent Bob
found in the
not
top
making
50.
Jay, wait, what? Did I
Like-
just say? Did you
or-
just say Jay and
God damn
Silent?
it,
Jay and Silent Bob.
To be Jay and Silent Bob, possibly better rappers.
You ever heard those guys bust, dude? Jay and Silent Bob get the job done on
Silent
the mic,
Bob
bro. Yeah,
can
dude.
fucking drop a verse, dude. It's just 16 bars of silence.
You know, it's as much as about what he doesn't say is what he does. All right. Number 4, Tupac, who I always thought was overrated. I'm not going to lie. I get it. You can make an argument for it. Never my personal favorite. I was never a big fan of the Tupac beats. And I love the West Coast beats. but not a
Tupac
big-
beats.
Well, Dre did all those
a lot of
beats, yeah.
Tupac beats
I
are
know,
Dre
but I
beats.
don't
but-
like them, though. I don't know. I just
Dre and
never know.
the other guy from fucking the Dog Pound.
Here-
The
here's
fucking
why I
other guy
think
making all
Tupac
the-
Well,
still-
Suge did a lot of
Tupac
stuff,
still
too,
sits
but-
so high
man.
He didn't make
because of
he didn't
Tupac's
do the music.
potential.
Yeah.
He had 2 albums,
Right.
and
It's the Heath Ledger, man. It's
And
because he's fucking. It's because he
Sure.
died.
he died.
Because he died.
Had he not died,
Had not died.
the whole game would have been different.
Boom.
Everything about rap
Mic drop.
Well,
would have been.
I wonder how long it would have taken for that, because rap used to be about something and now it's really
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I wonder how different that scope would look if Tupac had still been alive, because that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years of his career was just like social issue hip hop, the way
Right.
it was originally intended
Right.
to be.
Well, that was a big part of it, right? And obviously, he wasn't the first. Like NWA and a number
Right.
of people before him were talking about social issues and that sort of shit. But he, that's kind of the thing that everybody hangs
Right,
hat on.
he was
and he
the
had-
peak of it.
There's something about, like, you can't deny there's something about literally just hearing Tupac's voice as an artist that is just good. It's
I've
just,
got into him more
He
lately.
records very well.
yeah, he
Yeah,
does. Yeah.
I don't- for me,
We're
like,
trying to change your whole
He's got a dope-
perspective.
he's got a dope flow.
I'm
you
big
you
on
said you
just
didn't
the
like him, and
well,
we're gonna make you like him.
I'm big on the feel, the flow, right? Like rock is different for me. It's about technical proficiency. It's a whole different metric for me. You just got to kind of feel it with rap, man. With Tupac, I never felt it. I'm not
Sure.
hating.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
get
yeah.
it. He's great. Just not my thing. Is all I'll say about it. All right, 3, 2, and 1, real quick here. Nas number 3.
Okay.
No,
I think that's fair.
I don't.
Nas is the man.
I don't like. I'm gonna go back to the beats. I don't care for the Nas beats, man.
That's true.
Agreed.
But
Some kind of bunk East Coast beats, and I
Well,
love
if
me
we're
some
just-
Wu Tang,
if
but the
the-
Nas beats.
if the list is just rapper, like he's just coming with the. I mean, it's like, are we talking about songs?
He's great. He's
Or,
objectively
like,
great.
Like, is
I
Great
won the
lyricist,
switch.
fucking
Yeah.
number 2 and number 12, and that's all I want to say.
all right, who's number 2?
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, we got.
I was
yeah, we
about
heard
to
that.
ask
Yeah,
actually
we
where
heard that.
Kendrick fell in that.
All right, and who's
did that.
And, or no, I meant Joyner. If
Oh, I
Joyner
don't know
made
if
the
he's
top
even on the
50.
list. On the list, I would doubt he's on the list. I didn't see the whole list.
And coming in at number 1, of course, is Boss Danger.
Indeed.
As we all know, the greatest rapper of all time.
All time.
Number 1,
We made a
drum
sweet
roll,
music video.
please. Jay-Z.
Okay.
Jay-Z coming in at number 1.
I've never been the biggest Jay-Z fan, but I get it. I get it.
It's
Where's
choice.
Records sold.
Yeah,
Records
that's a
sold,
lot.
innovator.
Innovative.
Yeah.
What he did to change the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And people that he's brought on board.
Yeah. He wrote fucking he wrote shit on fucking 2001.
Yeah,
you know, like,
Chronic 2000.
He's writing West
Still
Coast
Dre.
shit,
He
too.
wrote Still Dre, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't like where, like I was saying, number 12.
Who's 12 on?
Andre 3000.
See, I'm a big Outkast guy.
Top 5 for me. Easily.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were
flow
going
wise.
more. Okay,
No,
yeah, dude.
I would say he's probably my second. He'd be number 2
Yeah,
on
those
my
early
list.
Outkast records. We were talking about
The
Outkast
early
earlier.
Outkast
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Fucking Stankonia.
What's that song
Yeah.
where it's like
Aquanimity.
quietly as if I play
You almost
piano
said
in the
it.
dark or some shit like that? You guys remember that one? Some fucking early
Vaguely.
shit. Some early shit. Softly as if I play piano in
Those
the dark.
guys are
I
fucking
just remember
prolific
that.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
They've been around for
Yeah.
goddamn.
Well, and they're so
Outkast.
adaptive.
91, 92,
Yeah.
something like that was when they started.
Yep, somewhere
Yeah.
there about
30 years.
Atlanta. Right?
Big Boy nowhere on the list. You almost got to kind of pair those guys together. I
Big
know
Boy
they're
is
breaking it up.
objectively a better rapper than Andre
Yeah.
2000.
Nope.
Yep.
I think so. I'm a big
Yep.
Big Boy fan. I love both those guys.
I love
for
them
sure,
both.
but-
Yeah.
I would rather put them. I
They belong
put them
together.
steps apart. If you did Outkast,
Yeah, I would just say
instead of
yeah.
saying
Right.
Andre or Big Boy, then that would still be top 5 for me probably.
Couple things I'll say about Jay-Z, number 1. The only rap show I've ever seen live was Eminem and Jay-Z at Comerica Park 10, 12 years ago.
That had to
Sounds
have
like a
been
good
insane.
It was choice, and Jay-Z blew Eminem off the stage, gentlemen.
What year was
Jay-Z,
this?
It would have been about
2012 or something like that.
12 years ago.
Guarantee
12,
Eminem was high as a
2010.
kite.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just
but dude, Jay-Z,
gone.
There was a lot of pomp and circumstance
Encore
with
era
Eminem.
Really?
He had all the crew up there,
Yeah,
a bunch of the
I think
D12
so.
guys, everybody
Oh,
finishing
he
his
was doing a bunch
lyrics,
of
dude.
D12 shit. Yeah.
Jay-Z was one man
Is that
with
when he
a
was
mic
talking with an Eastern Indian accent the
with
whole
no
time?
fucking no backups, dude. Jay-Z just sitting there
would've
laying
been
it
the
down.
recovery
No
album.
dancing
That's
around,
respect-
just sitting
you
there,
gotta respect that,
fucking
man.
laying it down.
So
the
that was
other thing you
I'm
hear
Not
about
Afraid
him
that-
is that he doesn't write any lyrics down. It's all like he will, and I think what's Rick Rubin I think talks about this a
Yeah.
lot with Jay-Z. Like
just-
Jay-Z will listen to a beat
He just keeps doing it
Just
until
sit
he
there.
memorizes it.
and just fucking get into it and feel it and work it out on the fly. He's a
I've worked
fucking
with somebody like that. He's was nowhere near as proficient at it, but I understand that process. It's cool to watch, like the lyrics take shape just as the beat flows.
Yeah.
just kind of feel it out and then figure out the lyrics after the fact. Just like talking some
And
random
being able to do that
words
and have it make as much sense as Jay-Z does, that's pretty damn good.
It's impressive, man. I watched super random documentary called Stretchin' Bobbito. It was I think I talked about this one other time before. It was this Netflix documentary about these dudes that had what started out as a college radio station somewhere in New York. And these guys launched like all of the biggest rappers that you've ever heard of, like Busta Rhymes,
okay, yeah.
Jay-Z, Big Pun. Just
was this play
right
called?
down- it's called Stretchin' Bobbito. And it was these two guys. They just had like a local radio show. It was all underground hip hop college shit. Launched everybody. Probably can't find it anymore. It was a Netflix documentary from a long time ago.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Right. Just like everything else right now.
Right.
Speaking of documentaries having to do with music, Artifact, have you guys seen that?
No.
No.
So, I don't know how you guys stand on 30 Seconds to Mars.
I like 30 Seconds to Mars.
Jared Leto, baby.
I hated them until I watched that documentary. It's all about the music industry. It was about their making of This Is War.
When did you
When they
watch
got
this?
sued
When did you watch
by the
this?
record label.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
EMI sued them for $30 million when they were just starting to record This Is War.
That was my favorite record, by the way.
and the whole
Coming after that Jared Leto Joker money.
they
bro.
made it themselves in their
Right.
own. They just hired Flood with their own. Well, Jared hired Flood with his own money.
Yeah.
And just recorded it in his
Helps
house.
when you're already a millionaire.
So yeah, they were trying to make a documentary about the
when you're
making of
good
the
at
album, and it
everything
ended
and
up
good
being a
looking.
documentary about how fucked the music industry is.
yeah.
They've got people like Chester Bennington's on there talking about stuff. Serge Tankin, Brandon Boyd from Incubus.
Okay.
They all come up and they talk about a lot of different parts of the music industry. If you guys
Oh, that's
haven't
cool.
seen it, you should really watch it.
What's that on?
Okay.
I don't know where you
Paramount
can
Plus.
find that. I don't know where you can find it. I've got it on a hard drive. I'll just bring it over sometime.
Yeah. Hit
30
me
Seconds
with
to Mars. I never got big into them. I bought, I think, what was the first album. I will say that
The one with like the kill on it and stuff
that
like
was
that.
the name of the
was that
album.
the big
That was their first big album, yep.
That
The Kill
song-
was the name of that album too.
Gotcha.
The album was called The
Okay.
Kill.
Right.
that whatever the
Yeah.
Every
Break Me Down.
song on that
It's
went
fucking-
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt real similar throughout the album, so I couldn't, it's like, it's all kind of the same. But that song, oh my god, I fucking
I
loved
would
it so
check
much.
out the second one again.
Okay.
This Is War. Just give it another listen.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that record.
It's a really
And the-
really well done.
There was one after it too. That
Kings
was,
and Queens.
Kings and Queens was great.
I think that was the album after This Is War.
This
What's
Is
the one
War. Kings and Queens is on This Is War.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's got like it's like polka dots on the cover or something.
Yeah, I know which album you're talking about. I just don't
Kinda
remember
like-
what it's called.
Yeah. That was a good record too. I was kind of into that.
Another honorable mention for an actor with a pretty choice band, and I'm probably going to forget the name of the band. It was Schwartzman's band, Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, yeah.
Phantom. I keep wanting to say Phantom Planet.
Phantom Planet.
Was it
yeah.
Phantom Planet?
That one,
Okay.
yeah.
Lost Faith and Dreams.
There you go. That was a good record. Yep.
Phantom Planet, baby.
Yeah, he quit that band after a while because he was getting too big as an actor. But yeah, they were
First album was
cool.
not called The Kill.
No, it's called.
You guys,
Jason Schwartzman
Yeah, he was
Plays-
the drummer in that fucking band for a minute.
Gideon on. Sorry, I'm not talking into the microphone like an
Stay
asshole.
on mic.
He plays Gideon in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
And I didn't know he was actually a musician.
yeah, he was played drums in that fucking band for a while.
That's dope.
And the singer from that band is also an actor who's in he's in fucking Donnie Darko, I think, and
Was
Jake
he in the
Gyllenhaal.
Gap commercials?
Could
that
be,
I wanted
he
to
would
dress
be.
you up? Yeah,
he would be that.
I'm pretty sure he was.
like real
yeah.
slim, dark haired.
Kind of looks
guy.
like that Adam Scott guy.
Yeah,
if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah,
Yeah, that
yep.
dude for sure. He
Yep.
was in those Gap. I want to dress you up in my love.
I don't know about all that, but
Oh yeah, drinking in a little bit. Some deep cut Gap knowledge there for you boys.
it just got real white in here.
Any new albums you guys are digging?
I've been preaching the new Catatonia. If you haven't heard of that, you guys need to get into some Catatonia.
new
You'd like it.
You sent me, or you told me about that, so I did. I had saved
Yeah.
that record. I haven't listened to it yet.
I don't
but
know.
did
I don't
save
know
it.
if you.
I think we listened to a song or two.
I think
and
Yeah,
then
we did.
I think you
We were
like
on
it. Maybe it's not.
We were on our way to a show and we put it on, and we were both like impressed with the
Yeah,
instrumentalism.
it's super great
I
production.
wasn't a
Like,
huge
and-
fan of the vocals so much, but I
Yeah.
did like the production on it quite a bit.
He's a really good singer in what he does, but he can be very he like a lot of singers. He does what he does, and he can be very kind of monotone in some ways. Like it's kind of there's not a lot of melodic shift. And the new record, I think he's doing more than he ever has.
Sure.
With that, which is good. But I mean, as far as just fucking amazing heavy rock production, I'm just a huge fan of how they make those records.
Well, I was just talking to you before we started about Periphery,
Yeah,
and that you're talking about production quality,
yeah, they're always
especially with metal. It's
Yeah.
gone so far in the last few years. You've seen a lot of this you take a lot of the stuff that you used to see in pop music for recording, and
Yeah.
now you're starting to hear that quality
Yeah.
out of rock and metal, and it's sweet.
Yeah. Well, those guys were a big fucking part of that was fucking, the way those guys are making that. It's so computer based,
Right.
just doing it all.
I have to mention the album name that's coming out since it's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Really,
what was it?
Djent is not a genre.
Yeah. Good for them. Good for them. Because he literally created that word. Misha
Right.
Mansour literally came up with that word on MySpace.
On MySpace.
That's where he got started. That's where all that comes from.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Just a MySpace Dr. Seuss. Making up words. and
One that's
shit.
completely not rock at all.
For
But
real.
there's an album that I've been into lately. It's called The People's Champ by Quinn 92.
Okay.
You ever heard of him?
No.
He's a guy out of Troy.
Like Troy, Michigan?
Troy, Michigan.
He's from ancient Greece.
Yeah. Right. It's the beats are kind of slightly lo-fi hip hop based, but with a lot of acoustic instruments to it. He just sings, late 20s pudgy-ish white dude that
Okay.
he's really good.
That sounds cool.
He's Michigan's Ed Sheeran.
Michigan's Ed Sheeran, sure.
Nice. I've been listening to my taste in music seems to just keep going back. I've just been obsessed with 70s funk right now. So I'm just really exploring that, just getting those deep diving and a bunch of that
Yeah.
shit.
I really like that new Bruno Mars album too.
Yeah, I have to check that out. I've not caught that.
It's what's the band called that he's in with him and Anderson
Silk
.Paak?
Sonic.
Silk Sonic.
Oh, really? Okay.
Silk
Yeah,
Sonic's
if you
great.
like- if you like
that
70s funk
shit,
and-
yeah, check out Silk
I like
Sonic's album.
Bruno Mars is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars
okay.
together.
It's
Yeah, I
all-
was
it's
just
all
fucking
right,
with
yeah.
you, but
No,
yeah, absolutely. You should actually listen to it if you haven't. It's actually very
Yeah,
good.
no, I 100%
Smoking
will.
out the
Yeah. I'm
window.
a fucking big fan of any of that shit. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, I'm obsessed with The Weeknd. He's like my
Hell
fucking
yeah.
favorite.
Speaking of, to see HBO. Weekend's gonna do a
Yeah,
big
there's that,
concert special.
Oh, he's doing the concert special?
There's a
Yeah.
show he's starring in too on HBO.
yeah,
as
there's
well.
that
Yeah.
too. Which that doesn't
I
come
don't
out
know.
yet, right?
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
heard about
Yeah.
it, and then it just kind of died on the
Yeah,
vine. I don't know that it ever
didn't
actually came
Yeah,
out.
because they were playing previews for it at the concert.
Yeah,
Did you
and
say-
then
Yeah.
it just kind of and it looked
It
like
died
a
on the
show.
what?
Show it just died on the vine.
On the Vine. I thought you said died on the pot. I'm like, is
No,
this
it's Elvis.
That's Elvis. The Weeknd and
Nobody's
Elvis.
doing like a live
No, man,
concert thing on HBO.
Oh,
I think
hell
later
yeah.
this month, if I'm not mistaken.
I've been-
like end of February.
I wish more of those would continue to happen. I thought that was a really cool thing that came out of the pandemic
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
those
man.
virtual concert
He did
things.
this fucking shit. Did you guys watch it for his new album? It was on Amazon, and it was like the first like 5 songs off that record, and it was like a concert, but it was like a staged like
I saw it. I didn't watch it. I know what you're
crazy
talking about.
video. It was like a video,
like
slash
a half an
concert
hour long
thing.
video.
Yeah. It was really fucking cool. I liked it. A lot.
I've been saying
Yeah.
since he came out with the song that was the 50 Shades of Grey out or whatever when he
Yeah.
was doing that,
Yeah.
that he's what Michael Jackson would have become if Michael Jackson was born now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I mean, he
that
definitely
same
is
kind
doing-
of
yeah,
high pitched voice,
his
kind of
whole
love
shtick is
songs.
Michael
He's got
Jackson.
some pop.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
100%, dude.
unless you go back into like Starboy era,
when he was trying to be a rapper.
right?
Even all that, dude. Even before that, I mean, his first records, like he's always been doing Michael Jackson. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's
No.
extremely talented. I'll definitely, absolutely. give him
Starboy
that.
is my
one of
favorite
our-
record by him. Dude.
One of our favorite
Love
songs
that
to
album.
cover is his
I do.
Blinding Lights.
Yeah, Blinding Lights.
Yeah. It's such
a good
and
one.
it's dope.
Such a
Yeah, we
huge
kill
song.
that shit.
Yeah, we make it all like folksy a little.
It's
bit.
better than his.
Yeah,
That was like
yeah.
the biggest fucking crossover hit, though, dude. That song that was another one you couldn't escape for
No.
a fucking year and a half. It was just
I wouldn't have been
everywhere.
surprised to hear it on a fucking country station, man. Like it was
Yeah.
everywhere.
Just crazy. And like people that are like, I don't even know who The Weeknd is. Oh, you know that song? Oh yeah, I know that song. It was like when he did the Super Bowl. It was
Yeah.
like, I don't know who The Weeknd. Oh yeah, I know that song.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, how about that
Yeah, dude.
shitty halftime performance?
I didn't see it.
She lip synced. I can guarantee it 100%.
They all lip sync.
I know they do, and I'm hating it. I hate it so much. Bring
part
back
of this-
musicians that play music live.
Do you know the story behind that? Why? Well, obviously there's a lot of reasons, but when what I think it was, the history of that was it was like 94 or something when the Rolling Stones did the Super Bowl halftime show, and it was just like a total shit show, and they fucking were like off script and like I don't even know what happened. I don't remember, but since then they were like, we're never doing actual live music.
So they've just pre-recorded
Ever again.
it on purpose ever since
Yeah,
then.
it's all been fucking.
It's a live performance. You can tell it's a live performance, but
think-
it's definitely one with an empty stadium.
I think they
yeah.
do it. I think they do it like live in the stadium too. Like
Right.
if you're there in the stadium, but what you're hearing broadcast,
Oh, that makes
is
sense.
like is all a fucking like pre-recorded show. Some of them I think are different too. I've paid a lot of attention. I didn't
well,
see
like
this show. but-
Coldplay's one, you could tell that he was actually singing.
It's like some of them are like, oh, they got just the lead singer coming through as a live performance, but nothing else. Like there's like I think it depends on the act.
Sure.
now. And so it's been a little different.
I was trying really hard to fucking tell when I was watching that, and I got to back up a little bit because, all right, if you're correct and if it was all lip sync, then I kind of hate that out of principle, and I'm sure like a
on
good amount of
principle,
that
as a
sh-
musician, I hate it.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. And I think most of that stuff is, especially with pop, right? Like,
Yeah.
we've covered that ad nauseum. I thought it was a pretty fucking fun show. I've never been a Rihanna fan. I'm not a big pop guy in general.
I did
I'm
like all the
especially
stuff
not a
coming
Rihanna
down
guy.
and the multi-tiers
It was
and all
pretty
that.
choice.
but-
You got to give her props for throwing it down all preggers.
Right.
Which I was looking, I was like, did Rihanna get a gut or is she pregnant? after. But I think she was kind of splicing it in and doing the thing where, to your point, like a lot of it was pre-recorded, her doing it live, but not live in the moment.
Yeah.
And then she was kind of interjecting some stuff. So I don't think the
It
entire
just
thing
kind of
was
sucks a little
lip-sync,
bit
but-
when you're hearing a chorus sung and then you watch the microphone drop.
Yeah,
and the
and
chorus
it's
is
still
still being
sung.
sung.
I know.
Yeah, and there was
That's
a
so
lot. There was a
dumb.
lot of that,
that.
dude. Those those fucking tracks in the background.
It's like, oh, you're not out of breath at all, running around for fuck, like, I didn't even see this
Dancing
show,
for
but,
8 minutes?
It's like, okay.
and that's kind of the thing. Just like, even if you're out of breath, do it. Just fucking.
I
don't know,
agree,
like-
man. Just
Yeah.
sing it.
or dance less and sing more. Like, it should
Exactly.
be about the fucking music
Right.
first
Yeah,
and
yeah,
foremost.
You've got
Shit about-
500 dancers in front of you. Just let them dance.
Yeah, it's a goddamn concert, man. But
Yeah.
it was fun. I thought it was pretty fun.
I don't know. Nothing will beat last year's for me.
Yeah, that
Snoop
was
and Dre.
choice, dude.
Was
Yeah.
that last year? Yeah, that was
Snoop, Dre, and M. Yeah, that
Snoop
was
Dre,
they were throwing it
Eminem,
down.
50 Cent,
that was great.
Could have done it up 50.
I watched
Missy Elliott. Right?
I like the throwback with 50.
That
Like
was Mary J. Blige.
Was it? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
Mary J. Blige, wasn't it?
I watched the. Speaking of lip syncing, I watched Tom Holland do a Rihanna song on the Lip Sync Battles show.
Oh yeah,
and
That's
felt
funny.
strangely attracted to Tom
Wasn't it
Holland.
Umbrella?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's right. I
Fucking
remember
killed
that.
it,
Is
dude.
Tom Holland the Offspring? Was
That's-
he the Offspring?
no,
That's,
Tom Holland's
that's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Young Spider-Man.
Oh Jesus! Okay, what's the? Isn't it something Holland from Offspring? Too?
Yes, but he's
Okay.
like 60 years old, 70 years old now. Dexter Holland, pulling
Dexter
that out
Holland,
of my
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
ass right now.
Well played. Well played.
He's preposterously short, Tom Holland. He is a
Is he
tiny
really?
man.
Tom Holland is
Yeah,
very
he's
short.
a-
Hey,
Tiny,
let's hold it up
tiny.
for our short kings here.
Indeed.
Shout out Tom Holland
That's why you're
and me.
attracted to him.
Probably why. Yeah.
He's right at your level.
Yeah.
And then there's the lead singer of almost every big band.
Yeah. Prince was 5'2".
Yeah, true that. A lot of movie stars, super short,
Yeah.
man. Speaking of,
Tom
I met,
Cruise?
yeah, Tom Cruise, the ultimate example. I met Jason Mewes, Jay and Silent Bob we were just talking about, and he's not tall like you think about.
Really?
You kind of see like Jay and Silent Bob and like, oh, he's the tall, skinny one, and there's the short, fat one. It's the classic, like. And no, he's fucking small. So like Kevin Smith must be really small.
Jay and
know?
Silent Bob of
Kevin
ICP
Smith is 5'0".
fame, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. I'm 2 for 2 in these fucking calls. So. Pour another drink over here.
Yeah, I totally met Jason Mewes and got his we got his autograph and shit.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But we met Danny Trejo right at the same time.
Hell yeah.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah, he was cool, man. He was
Doesn't seem like he would kill you.
he was like your name's Ross, huh? The guy who did my chest tattoo in prison. His name was Ross.
Maybe he will kill you.
He was like a hardcore cartel guy for
Yeah.
a long
Yeah,
time.
he's,
was he
one.
not?
it's pretty wild.
Is that where you got all those wrinkly face marks?
Probably.
I'm going to stop talking shit about Danny Trejo in
Yeah.
case
Because he'll come and kill you.
Avid listener of the podcast, Danny Trejo.
Indeed.
You don't want to get on his bad side one bit, man.
Trejo's the man. I'm a huge fan of that guy.
Yeah, it shows.
You're just saying that 'cause you don't want him to fuck you up too.
I never saw
Fanboys
Machete.
doing peyote in the desert.
What's that?
If you've never seen Fanboys,
No.
it's about Star Wars Episode 1 coming out when there's a group of
okay.
friends. One of them has cancer. They sneak onto George Lucas's property, Skywalker Ranch,
Okay.
to try and see the movie before it comes out, before their friend dies.
That's pretty funny.
And they go, like, they travel across the country for it. They go to this place where Captain Kirk was born from Star Trek and get into a fight with Trekkies at a convention. William Shatner's in it.
that's in
it's great.
Iowa.
Kristen Bell's in it. She's the fourth member of the group that goes along. It's a good movie. It's
Underrated,
hilarious.
funny chick. I like Kristen Bell
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, she's
I love
cool.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. How you guys want to take a break then?
Sure.
Smash, smash, smash.
Missed a couple of minutes of gold happy ending material.
Totally.
Yeah, there was a whole conversation
I know.
about.
I gotta. This computer sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we were talking about rubbing tugs, basically.
Let me tell you, Boss D does a hell of a job with that happy ending. You will not
Pretty
be
good at it.
disappointed.
Yeah,
you will
it
be
was just a
happy
critique of the
camper.
last 10-minute break. That's all.
No, we started talking a little bit about though, because last time we had you guys on, I think you and I were both in the same camp. Just like, I ain't got time to read. But you guys,
Yeah, I don't
read shamed me in that last
yeah?
episode, and I was like, God damn it, I got to tune the old brain ski up a little bit here. So I got back into it. Credit to you two, kudos, gentlemen. You gave me a handful of books, so I picked up
what?
a bit.
Backs.
Got some
One bit
bits.
of weed and it's all down.
Handful of backs.
Wait for this
Facts.
fucking shit show news job that we got coming up here. I'll roast.
So what
it
are
out
you
of my gourd
reading?
3 drinks in. All right.
He's reading the news.
I resurfaced one of my I resurfaced one of my old books that I had going and then 1 year. So the one I picked back up was this dude named Sean Carroll.
Okay.
He's been
I've
on
heard of
Rogan
him.
a handful
Yeah,
of times.
all right,
He's
all
got
right.
his own podcast. He is a quantum physicist.
Okay.
He teaches at like Cal Berkeley or somewhere out there,
Yeah.
I want to say. but it's all, you know, fucking multiverse theory and multi-worlds and subatomic particles, fucking superposition, all that shit.
Right.
So I picked that book up, which is wildly interesting, by the way. Do you want your mind fucking blown?
Sold.
Go ahead and dive into some quantum fucking physics and some multi-worlds, multiverse fucking bullshit, dude. Out of control. And then I started reading Strange Phenomenon that you gave me.
Okay.
A little bit of everything there, talking some you know, some werewolves, talking UFOs,
Sounds
talking
good.
You know, all that good shit.
Yeah,
So.
that would have been definitely something that I'd have given you.
I got one for you. I can't remember the author, but the first book in the series is called X Heroes. It's zombies versus superheroes.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Literally, that's the whole premise. Like, a virus went out and it zombified most people, but gave other people, like a small percentage of people, like powers. And then there are
That
others
sounds
that weren't
dope.
affected at all.
You
It's
never
actually
told me about
it is
this.
pretty dope.
What was that?
I would
book?
actually read that.
There was that. They made it a movie with Brad Pitt. It was it
World War Z.
World War Z.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was based off a book, which
Yeah, it
was
was.
supposed to be really choice. You guys ever fuck with that? At all?
No.
I
I never
did.
caught
I
it.
did read that book actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it sweet?
They do a solid job on
Okay.
the movie.
It seemed pretty. Seemed like pretty.
Peter Kleins is the author of that
Okay.
All right.
that series.
It's like an actual novel, or it's like
Yeah, it's a 6-book novel, or it's
Gotcha.
it's a 6-book series.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere LeVar Burton is looking down on us smiling, bro. And is that Reading Rainbow paying off in our later years? here?
Absolutely.
Shout out
Yeah.
LeVar Burton.
I've been reading fucking Graham Hancock, fucking
Yeah,
the
okay.
younger dryest guy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's all- I've known about him forever, but I'd never read one of his latest books. Is called America Before.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
all about fucking America before. So it's pretty good though.
Like before it was America.
Yeah, it's all
Like,
about basically just like how there was definitely people here, and like he just goes over all the fucking
Oh man.
effigy mounds.
Is he a
and
Pangea guy?
That reminds
No.
me of that show that I
Talking
watched.
Pre-Pangea. No.
Post-
Yeah,
Pre-Pangea.
There was what show was I watching where it was like this is all fucking like all the Egyptian
Ancient
ancient
Apocalypse.
ancient
was-
Apocalypse.
Yeah, Ancient Apocalypse was
That's
good.
Yeah.
That's Graham Hancock.
That's Graham.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
well
guy
he
I'm
put a
talking
show out on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I watched that whole shit
You
and
see
was
during it.
100% fucking
Yeah, I'm
convinced
sold on that.
Yeah.
that we are just destined to repeat whatever they fucked up.
Yeah. That's
Right.
that's this guy. He's got his versions of this. I mean, it all ties into fucking ancient alien shit too. I mean, he's been on that show
Yeah.
a million times.
I'm
too.
not saying it's aliens, but it's
fucking
aliens.
I'm not saying it's aliens either.
He talks a lot about the Serpent Mound. You guys know about
the
the
guy-
Serpent
Oh
Mound?
yeah, the Serpent Mound was on. It was on another
It was on
Netflix.
Totopoulos' head.
All kinds of shit. You been there though?
No,
We don't go places.
It's in Ohio. It's not
What?
far.
Oh shit, let's go.
It's pretty dope. Yep. There's a whole story about me going to the Serpent Mound. I don't know if I want to tell her.
That was in Ohio, that fucking episode?
Serpent Mound is in Ohio.
No shit.
It's about 7 hours from here. It's
I'm fucking ready to go.
Gentlemen, we
Yeah,
gotta throw
I
it down
wanna-
and do a
Podcast
episode
in the
from
car on the
Serpent
way.
Mound. Yeah, on the way.
I'm ready to roll.
My dad
I've
has
been-
a
between
has
us,
a
we've got a laptop
big ass
that'll do it.
truck. We can run it's got the 12 volt adapters in my dad's truck. We can
Yeah.
let's make this
Bring the whole
happen.
thing.
That'd be huge, dude.
Yeah.
Epic road trip.
Yeah.
Podcast.
I don't know if you guys are serious
We'll cast
about
while
this
we
as I
drive
am.
too.
I would throw it down.
I want to go back to the
Blast,
Serpent
man.
Mound. I would 100% go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
It's pretty cool.
Next episode with Jake versus Jayk on it. We're going to the Serpent Mound.
Love it, dude.
All right, I'll tell the Serpent Mound story. I'll just make it quick here, all right? But here's what happened with the Serpent Mound. It was Christmas break. This is probably 5-6 years ago. And we were super balls deep in ancient alien shit. And we were like, we should fucking go to the fucking Serpent Mound. It's not that far. We're going to throw it down and go. So we leave on Christmas Day. Like we do like Christmas shit in the morning. We fucking hit the car. We fucking go. We do the whole road trip, and we're down there. We stop. It's nighttime. It's probably about 2 hours from. So the plan is we're gonna stay over, hit it on the next day. We go to a Chinese restaurant because it's fucking Christmas Day, and so there's no other restaurants open. But it's this big Chinese like fancy restaurant, right? And we go, great meal, couple drinks. We go back to the hotel. We're messing around a little bit. We go to bed, And then a couple hours later,
Serpent
the Ross
Mound.
man starts feeling a little sick. And I got the worst food poisoning I've ever had in my life.
Oh, no.
And I was violently ill the entire night. Like shaking, sweating. We had to call and get like more like sheets and towels and shit because I was like, so she's not sleeping, of course. She's trying to take care of me. I'm fucking dying. I'm like laughing because I'm fucking so incredibly sick, right? I finally pass out maybe 6 a.m., sleep for like an hour. And we get in the car and go home. So we didn't even go to the Serpent
no.
Oh, man.
So,
All right, so yeah, we're gonna cast from on top of the Serpent Mound.
so the next
Did you see
year.
the episode from the Serpent Mound episode?
So listen though, the next year.
Oh, you went
the
back.
rest of the story. The next year, we're like, I gotta redeem myself. So we threw down and we went and we made it without issue that year. So
Good.
that's the short
No
version of that story.
Chinese.
Yeah.
We should go on one of the solstices so that we can actually see it line up.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, the
When's
like,
your birthday?
Game changer.
June
It's on
20.
the solstice, isn't it?
No,
It's fucking
June
close.
25. It's close.
close enough. Yeah. That's what we were doing because
The
it's like
21st is the solstice.
close to the
Summer.
winter solstice on Christmas, right around Christmas.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
so
it's
we
the
were a few days
21st.
after. So
It's Amanda's birthday.
Bring her.
bring her
Hey,
in.
it sounds like a fucking plan.
Let's, it's
Yeah,
loaded up.
she enjoys that.
Yeah,
so we,
for sure.
we get along.
That.
First you
fucking
go
do
to
it.
the top of the Serpent Mound, then you give her the snake back in the
Hey,
You're picking up when I'm laying down, you know.
serpent in her mound.
Yeah, she go to the Serpent Mound. We should go. Let's fucking go. Let's load up and go.
Yeah.
Gotta have it, boys.
All right, listen. I've heard rumors that there's news to be read.
There could be news.
Okay.
We could have some news.
I have been very out of the loop.
Yeah. You know, at first when I was writing these, I'm like, man, this is dog shit.
There's
But then,
aliens.
gentlemen,
aliens are in the news right
I took
now.
a second look at the news, and upon further consideration, it was just awful. It was still equally bad. Having said that, let's get us kicked off here.
The Dangerville Podcast presents News of the World.
Hell yeah.
This
I watched
one
this
was
podcast.
so bad. I couldn't even write a joke about this one, so we got to start out with actual news for a change in the news segment. Yeah, a staunch
Sweet.
departure. Kentucky has implemented these fucking baby drop-off boxes like you're returning a DVD at Blockbuster After Hours back in the day, gentlemen.
What? For
This
what?
is a true story.
For people who can't get abortions.
For people who, just want to give a, exactly.
Was that crass? I apologize. For people who couldn't get abortions 9 months ago.
But they've got these things outside of like firehouses and hospitals and police stations. And the rule is they've got to be manned 24 hours a day. There's a buzzer. You hit it. They get the baby instantly. But this thing, they showed a picture of it. You should pull this up. They literally have a fucking big DVD style, like you're dropping an envelope off at a bank. You pull the fucking drawer out, put the baby in, and just like shut the drawer, and the baby goes
my
into the
God.
place.
And then what?
Drink it in a little bit, and then they are picked up by the firefighter slash
This
police
is great.
officer
I
slash
googled
nurse.
Kentucky baby drop box.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
Googled too.
That's funny as
It
shit.
is a literal drop box. dude.
insane.
Yeah, drink it in a little bit, soak it in.
Do you put the
You're
baby
welcome.
in the stroller sideways or forward so that they go wee?
It goes
What
sideways.
the fuck?
Yeah, dude,
Oh, look, it's live.
Safe
Take a
haven
peek at
baby
this, yeah.
drop box.
it is a literal drop box, boys.
So you just, and then that's it. You don't ever get to like that. You're giving up your baby for
God, I
good?
hope
Your
so.
hands are clean at that point. Yeah, you just drop it off. They bring.
Do
it
you
to
want your
like-
baby back after you drop it off, or is this for fucking date night?
It's like pulling a cannoli out of the trash.
Like, maybe I'll still
just
finish
don't do
that.
What the fuck? This is craziness.
Kentucky.
4 days ago, first child surrendered anonymously in the baby box.
Wow.
It's a game changer. Right? That's a fucking mind blower and a half right there.
Dude, the baby box. And then they just
I
eat
dig
the
it.
babies?
Yes,
Well, obviously it goes
real dumpling scenario.
straight into a fryer.
We're simultaneously feeding our firemen.
quote, this child that was surrendered here was not abandoned. This child was legally, safely, anonymously, and lovingly placed inside the safe haven baby box.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
I wanted the end of that sentence to be abandoned.
Yeah.
The child was not
Legally,
abandoned.
safely, anonymously, and lovingly abandoned in a baby box.
Yeah, nothing says loving mother like baby Dropbox. No, it's just it's a fucked up thing. It makes sense though, you know. I don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
It's better than leaving them on a step of an
absolute
orphanage in the middle of the fucking rain, or exactly, killing them and throwing them in a dumpster.
all right.
Casey
So
Anthony.
We're kicking things off
Shout out
with baby.
Casey Anthony.
All right, boys.
Go.
So next up on the docket, we've got eggflation starts to ease. Eggflation. You've heard about the egg
Eggflation,
prices.
yeah.
Yeah.
Been going crazy lately.
Yeah.
So
Them
after
birds keep dying.
Yep. After doubling in price over the past year due to both the avian flu outbreak as well as general inflation, a recent Wall Street Journal article noted that egg prices are expected to fall soon. Egg costs aren't the only thing coming down, as Caitlyn Jenner noted that prices are about 20% lower now than when she purchased her melons just a few years ago. Eggs and melons, foodstuff prices.
Okay.
Can a brother get a rim shot?
That's choice.
That's gold work. That's
Okay.
gold work.
Okay.
Just bad. But egg prices coming down is great news, commented Elon Musk. I was recently looking to purchase a couple of eggs, but was quoted several $100,000. I think I'll wait. Elon Musk spreading that seed.
Elon Musk.
Talking artificial insemination. It was
my
amazing.
Driving a dick into space.
My first tweet was to Elon Musk, and I said
Yeah,
that.
and it was deleted immediately.
Yeah, they deleted it. It was at Elon Musk sounds like a
What my grass?
Yeah, what my grass's cologne smells like. Elon Musk.
It's pretty well played. Dude.
Lawn Musk,
Yeah.
right? I'm not fucking crazy. That's great. Thank you. Thanks. That's what I needed was
Got you covered,
drums.
brother. Got you covered.
Yeah, he had that shit down in minutes.
Yeah, I was drunk.
We decided it'd be a good idea to make
That's
Jake
actually
versus
that's what
Jake,
I'm doing right now. I've been
Twitter,
on
and it's just him talking shit.
yeah, when-
I mean, that's what they are.
halfway through this drink. I guarantee we're gonna have a new tweet out, and it's gonna be something absurd.
Live tweeting on the air, boys. Let's do it. All right. So next, we've got Limp Bizkit's video for their song "Out of Style" deemed a deep fake nightmare.
Wow. Okay.
So,
okay.
I'm so
band's
about the
video
deepfake
features
life.
deep fakes of Vladimir Putin, Joe Biden, Tom Cruise, and others. Yeah.
Wow.
Limp Bizkit plans to leverage increasingly impressive technology moving forward, including AI capable of helping them sound more like a band that doesn't suck. And stepping their game up there.
Yes.
All right.
West Borland.
So we've got all-female Super Bowl flyover makes history. Did you see this when you guys were watching the Super Bowl?
This I did hear about.
No.
Yeah, it was right after Chris Stapleton did the national anthem all country.
Like a god,
Like a god.
like country Jesus.
Yeah, pretty solid. Yeah, I'll allow some Chris Stapleton. So for the first time in Super Bowl history, the traditional pregame flyover was done by an all-female crew flying in a diamond formation.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So the lead pilot noted that they were technically supposed to fly in a straight line, but deviated to the diamond pattern in the hopes that her boyfriend, who's been stringing her along for nearly 10 years, would take the hint.
Okay.
Pretty good. Thank you. What the hell was that? It's great work there, if I do say so myself. This also marked the first time in history that 4 planes had 8 cockpits. That's next level there.
Smash, smash.
Just kidding. Big fan of the ladies. Love you girls. Axe any of my ex-girlfriends. Axe them. All right.
Is there more?
Yeah, we got a couple more. We're
All
going
right.
to grind through here.
Bring them on.
You ready for this one?
Yep.
Brace yourselves. All right. This one's just good. German ballet director suspended over feces attack on critic. A German newspaper critic had feces smeared on her face in the city of Hanover by a ballet director who apparently took offense to a review that she wrote. When asked to comment on the experience, she said, "It was pretty nutty."
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
Just shameless. Just bad.
Wow.
Terrible work. Oh, this one's so bad. I'm debating not doing it. It's really bad. I enrolled it anyway. All right. Really fucking lower that bar down for this one, boys. Train derails outside of Detroit while carrying hazardous materials. Did you hear about this? This is
All the trains derailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, every train just decided that tracks were not where it was at.
There was a similar one in Ohio like 2 weeks ago. East
that fucking
Palestine.
movie we were just talking about. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It was like a real life white noise.
There was one in Tucson too.
Was it really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, your sister posted about it.
Oh, yeah. There was one in Tucson.
It's out of control, man. But it released enormous amounts of toxic shit. They did this big burn off to try and contain it. Pollutants in the air. It's a real fucked up story.
Damn.
So health
Let's make
officials
it
are
funny.
saying it has the potential to be the most lethal train disaster of all time since
Oh,
an
man.
ill-fated Kim Kardashian
Oh,
gangbang, which left thousands dead from syphilis-related complications.
Oh, goddamn.
Not good. Not good.
Oh, Lord. That's all right where that was going.
Getting generous on these nice sound bites today. Just bad.
Sounds like a fine way to get syphilis.
I like where you're
Wrong
going
Kim
with that.
Kardashian, you know.
Train joke.
Although it's kind of a dead horse we've been beating, you know.
Oh, it's a train joke.
Running the train.
I get it now.
Oh yeah, it's next level stuff.
Son
right
of
there.
a bitch.
It's a real thinking man's joke, if I do say so myself. And then next level, it's some Louis C.K. type stuff right there. But you know what? We go off on Kim Kardashian too much. We got a real history of beating dead horses here, going through the same lackluster material about the same couple of people every week.
That didn't
So we're gonna
lack
end it
any
on this,
luster.
all right? We're gonna go with
lusterful.
a complete departure from all that stuff. We're gonna go brand new. We're gonna go fresh.
This is another Kim Kardashian joke.
Devastating earthquake hits Turkey and Syria.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about this?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yep.
all over. That's big news.
So more than 36,000 people have been killed after a magnitude 7.8 quake struck Turkey and Syria about a week ago. The earthquake was caused by the shifting of tectonic plates after Brendan Fraser dropped to his knees upon the joy of learning of his Oscar nomination for Best Actor in his starring role in The Whale.
The whale.
Is he up for? He's got to be up for best Oscar.
He is
right?
indeed
Yeah.
up for Best Actor.
I really want to see that movie.
I want to see that movie
I know.
too.
Nobody's even seen it.
Every week we shit on Brendan Fraser. I haven't seen the movie. It's probably Choice. It's supposed to be Choice. I actually love Brendan Fraser quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Love me some Encino
And
Man.
Darren Aronofsky, dude.
Yep, Darren Aronofsky.
Man, The Mummy.
Yeah.
The Mummy's great.
I
It's a great
love
movie.
the
Mummy.
fucking Mummy so much.
It's a great
He's
movie.
the reason that
It's
movie
so
works.
good, man.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser is the reason that
Yeah.
movie works.
He's
hilarious.
just good in it.
Yeah.
He's so fun and everything. Blast
He
from the
manages to
past,
be
dude.
campy but good at the same time.
Right.
It's just a fun fucking action flick, dude. Big old
I want to
school
see.
blockbuster, dude. It was
I want to see the porn version of Bedazzled, or was it Bedazzled? But I think Bedazzled was the one where it was Brendan
Elizabeth
Fraser
Hurley.
and Elizabeth
Yeah.
Hurley, and I just want to watch them bang.
Yeah.
In that era.
I had a real Jones for
Bejizzled.
Elizabeth Hurley for the
Everybody
longest time.
did, dude. She was the it girl of
Just
that whole
tremendous.
era.
Yeah, dude. She Austin Powers.
Man. Like,
So
yeah.
good. But to date, Brendan Fraser is now responsible for 35,999 more deaths than Alec Baldwin. But given the weight Alec Baldwin's put on in recent years, I wouldn't put him out of the running just yet. Don't count him out just yet, boys. All right, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, that
Wow.
is your...
The Dangerville Podcast presents News of the World.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh man, bringing the Alec Baldwin in.
You're welcome, Will. You're welcome.
Eric Burdry.
Eric Burdry.
That's the finest acting I've ever seen. These cherries are rocking my world, homie. Holy
They're the
shit.
best, man.
Wow.
Luxardo cherries
Really taking
Wow.
those drinks
in an
up a
old
notch.
fashioned for the
Step it
win.
up.
And that whiskey you guys brought, dude. God damn, that's good.
Yeah, if
wait.
you ever find yourself in Grand Rapids, Michigan, check out Thornapple Brewing Company.
Yeah, can we get a sponsorship here, Thornapple?
Yeah,
What the hell?
Apple.
got these fucking boneheads playing your fucking spot all the time.
Exactly.
Getting free booze. Got to be bringing it in. We got E40 coming in with his fucking cognac.
We got to get a bidding war between E40 and the
Thornapple.
Yeah,
Where the fuck's Shane at on this shit, dude? We got
Yeah,
Shane's fucking bitch ass up in here.
Where you at,
that
son?
E40
Where
fucking.
you at? Where you at that E40 shit?
That E40. You guys tried that shit, that cognac? I don't even remember what it's called.
Shake them dreads.
Anyway,
E40.
E40 has a cognac whose name I can't
That's the best E40 song. What's the fucking E40? I'm gonna remember it.
He's got a
as soon as I
top
type
3
it.
cognac and a top 40 all-time rap fucking
I think it's called
nomination.
Tycoon or something.
Tycoon,
like
yeah,
that.
good call. E40's dope. Have you guys caught any of that new Mount Westmore, that super group with Ice Cube, Snoop, and E40 and Too Short?
Short?
I guess,
No.
Yeah, it's fun.
What
Too
is
Short will bring it up
this?
for you. Yeah, dude. What it is old school
Mount
fucking
Westmore.
classic fun fucking West Coast awesome rap, dude. Awesome fun rap before rap started to suck. It's just good, man.
Yeah, no, it's killer shit.
Shout out E40.
Yeah.
Shout out Tycoon.
Oh, this fucking lighter's dead. Get rid of that fucker. There's a new Megadeth single, dude. You guys you hear about this? You see this? You hear about this?
It's been far too long
Dude,
since a
I know,
Megadeth deep dive on
We
this
have not
podcast,
talked about
dude.
Megadeth
Yeah, dude.
nearly enough.
It was nothing but the weekend and Megadeth to start this podcast for the first 3 weeks, and it's all coming back full circle tonight, boys.
I just saw it popped up on my iTunes today. It's called Delivering the Goods.
Yes.
I listened to the first few minutes.
I was going for the McMahon there.
I don't know if it's a cover or what.
What's the
Yeah.
status on it, dude? Is it dynamite?
I only caught like the first couple minutes, but it was killer.
Megadeth.
It was
Quite the standard Megadeth.
Megadeth delivering the goods.
It
My
must be
favorite
good.
part about that song
It
was
just
Dave
made you
Mustaine
laugh
shreds.
for 2 minutes straight.
It's because I'm high as hell.
Megadeth just tickles me.
Yeah, man, for real. Can't get enough of Dave
Dude, you were jerking off so goddamn hard over Megadeth.
It's a good record.
It was nothing but an hour of Megadeth talk to start every podcast. It's like, what? And Megadeth rules, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, all right.
So much
today,
Megadeth.
we're diving into track 5 featuring Ice-T. Going back to Ice-T. That crucial Ice-T spot on the, what's that fucking, that war song on
I
there?
don't know, dude. I don't remember. I listened to that record like twice. I was still just throwing it down.
Dave Mustaine kind of goes into a Buddy Holly riff.
The Mustaine cast.
What? Where'd that accent come from?
That's a fucking King of the Hill.
You sounded like the fucking King of the Hill. That's what I was thinking.
That's one of my
fucking
3
Hank
impressions
Hill.
I got on lockdown, dude.
That's
But he
pretty
gets-
good.
He starts playing that. Oh my peg a leg. he's playing, oh peg a peg. And he just stops and sings. Well, it kind of goes into this Buddy Holly riff.
Peggy Sue was the big Buddy Holly song, right? That's probably what.
That math checks out.
Yeah.
About up to date on my Buddy Holly, unfortunately.
Should be. You guys smoking or what? Y'all
Yeah.
smoking?
No,
You out?
I smoked once back in like 2016.
I
and-
just quit. Yes,
He'll just, he'll just crawl
yeah,
into a ball.
I
and, like,
went to
That'll happen.
fucking outer space for like 30 years, and here I am. Wealth of knowledge I gained.
Woke up here.
Yeah. Okay.
What have I done with my life? How did I get here?
For real.
No, I don't know. Like I feel like it was laced or something probably, and I'm just being paranoid. But yeah, I was watching.
Could
I was
be.
watching American Pickers or something like that
Yeah.
back in 2016, and
Indeed.
fucking hit a bowl and was watching, and all of a sudden the TV was fucking coming at me like 3D shit.
Damn.
And then I laid down on the floor and I could feel every like neuron in my whole body telling the other neurons what it was supposed to be doing, but not doing because I was so high.
Smoking the stickiest.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Smoking whatever I was
Sounds like you
smoking.
would add some PCP.
That's what it. That's like the research
That
I've
shit
done
was
suggests
around.
that
That
I
exact
probably.
thing
It was
actually
around,
happened to
dude.
me in high school.
Me too. I had an experience too with Swan. I can't say.
Well, it was right around the same time that I first started taking this this fucking prescription med that I take for my diabetic nerve pain, and I think that got mixed in with it, and like there's
Yeah.
There was some
nerve pain
additional
shit in it.
factors.
Diabetes makes weed weird.
You got that beatus, yo.
Roll me up some of that good beatus weed. Let's get on that beatus weed, son. Fucking around with this fucking sativa over here. Let's get some of that fucking. Let's smoke some of that wet.
Just roll it in sugar.
Yo.
Do you remember back in the day when like
Inject some
Maury
insulin.
Povich and all those guys would do those episodes about these obscure drugs that nobody was actually doing, but it's like the kids are smoking it and they call it wet. You know, it was like embalming.
Dr.
fluid
Phil,
on
man.
fucking
I thought that
weed
was
and shit,
PCP
dude.
was
Well,
the.
I don't
I've been
know.
talking to these kids around here, and they're doing bath bombs or salt bombs.
What's funny is
Smash.
I hit the wrong
I just
one.
talked over
No,
it.
that was a money fucking. That was a money.
the greatest
Dr.
thing
Phil
is
right
like
there, dude.
I think that them talking about it made more kids actually try all that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
What?
I
There's
still want to do bath salts.
That
Like,
gets you high?
I want to be a zombie. Are you fucking?
I want to fight a police officer.
6 ways to get high with goods found in literally every home.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Haven't smoked any cat litter yet today?
Taking notes, dude. Kids got the bifocals on. They got one of those green fucking accountant hats. It's going, oh yeah, yep, okay. Number 3, just yeah. Take your mom's hairspray and like, okay.
Drink the Drano.
Spray a potato.
There's that whole South Park episode about the cheesing epidemic.
They
Oh,
get
yeah.
Off that cat piss.
cat piss in their face.
Literally that same shit. They're just like giving the kids the exact keys to get
Goes
high.
to
There's that whole heavy metal
cartoon. It's like they keep going. Heavy metal.
That's an all-time episode. Jesus Christ! And the fucking movie cartoon Heavy Metal
It's
is
dead
an
on,
all-time
yeah.
flick. Dude.
You guys
Jesus
remember
Christ.
Heavy Metal?
Yeah.
The classic fucking
Heavy Metal might kick too much ass as a rated
Yeah,
R.
it really does
cartoon.
kick it.
It's
We should
fucking
dude. We should
awesome,
watch
dude.
Heavy
Yeah.
Metal.
Heavy Metal rules in an
Yeah,
alarming rate. Dude.
yeah,
There's the next pod
yeah.
right there, baby. Let's save ourselves a
I know.
week of lackluster
Yes.
news and just go right back.
Watch.
To
I feel like
Heavy
this is
metal
a great
hell,
way to
baby.
start another podcast.
Yeah.
Like just watching obscure shit and pausing it to make fun of it.
Yeah, we tried
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It's like it's hard to get it online, dude. Like we watched Lep in the Hood, man, and we just wanted to do all that exactly, and it's like
the YouTube
you can't get it on
Gestapo
YouTube,
fucking
man.
axe that shit, bro. Right away, they're just like, no,
Yeah.
the algorithm, the superior
Spotify?
YouTube algorithm.
Okay,
Give
so
a shit.
what about the movies that are free on YouTube?
I guess I don't know.
'Cause there's some
I don't know.
movies
If
that
it's
are like-
copyrighted though.
I mean,
or
let's
it's
be
like-
honest. Ain't nobody paying for Lep 5 Lep in the Hood.
I know.
There's no
I
freer
know.
movie than that, dude. They should have been paying us. To
So what if-
We could
comment
actually
on
have a
that
conversation about that after.
What
Yeah,
about
we
the
can put it on Spotify?
I actually have an idea about how that might actually work for YouTube.
Bro, I tried a lot of things. All right, we'll talk.
what
about
if
it
you
later.
don't?
Yeah,
What if you
I tried,
only
yeah.
It's
show
not a
the people
conversation
that are
for this.
watching it? And before you like pause it and say something funny, just say pause, and then
We
they
could
can
do
just
that,
like
yeah.
kind of fucking.
Yeah, you'd be pausing all the time, dude. I'm ripping on it.
Yeah,
20 constantly. You know,
Yeah.
you can't like.
Have you seen
so.
Lep 5 Lep in the Hood? It's nothing but
you need to
ripping
go
on it,
back
dude.
and
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
the episode, dude.
It would take us
It's
6
there.
hours to do it. If
That
we
was your
paused it
Halloween
between.
episode, right?
Yeah.
I really wanted to be on that one.
There was a lot of fucking
was a good time, dude.
fucking movies that I would love to do that shit to, and we would do it. It's just like it proved to be difficult. So if there's some other way we could pull it off,
I think I have a solution.
that half-hour fucking
you could just not put it on YouTube. would be one
Netflix movie
solution
with
too,
that
you
with
know?
the guy that fucking went back in time and rode a fucking T-Rex to kill Hitler. Did you not? You guys were talking about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, there's your boy Brucifer.
Yeah,
videos.
Brucifer was talking about that.
Shout out, Bruce.
Bro, I've been
Brucifer,
YouTubing Brucifer for like a month.
Yeah, Bruce versus the
This
man.
shit's
dude.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a sticker right there. He's on the fucking black thing right there.
That
No,
doesn't
let's
say
just throw it
Brucifer
down
at
and
all.
put it up on Spotify, dude, and just do the audio on YouTube like last time. That'd be
Yeah.
fucking fun, though.
Yeah, we
A
could
heavy
do that.
metal episode, dude. Watching
Yeah.
heavy metal would be chose.
If we did it, maybe too, because I tried to do it different. If we did it where we just put the cameras up while we're doing it, maybe it'd be different.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to
the
just,
algorithm will still catch it, but
Yeah.
I have a way around that.
Like, all right, well, all right, let's fucking do it.
Are you
man.
willing
It's
to
gonna-
invest $5 a month into your company of this?
Reroute the encryptions.
It's asking an awful lot, man.
Yeah. He's investing.
Times are tighter on the Dangerville budget.
If the economy, if the economy can handle that,
I
then
will
we can
set
make
up
that
your
happen.
Patreon and put $5 of my own
Please,
money
there you
into
go.
it to do that, just for that.
Listen, we're setting up a
Dangerville
Patreon,
Patreon, gentlemen.
You need to support us so we can subscribe to this shit. Because I'm broke.
We need work.
I put all my money into
work,
this
bitches.
futon that we're sitting on right here, dude.
Whoa, or
It's a good color, though.
Futon dominates.
Futon's
Those things
dominant, right?
slays, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, man, I would love to do that, though. Like, I mean, just fucking ripping on movies. I mean, that's like 100% of all we ever did ever.
Let's be honest. Like, we're clearly not talented enough to write our own material, but
just
we're
gotta
gonna
make
do better
fun
than
of
everybody else.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
shit on somebody else's, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking movies we need to go back and watch, including the fucking Clerks DVD.
We can't do it, but you guys can't do it way harder than we. You know, you guys stick shit on that stuff all day, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking clutch old movies. I thought too, I had these like DVD sets of like really old movies, and I'm thinking like maybe these are so old it would be like
Yeah, dude.
legitimate Mystery Science Theater, where they're like legit like 1930s, 40s,
Yeah.
50s movies of like.
Just making fun of silent films and Casablanca
well,
and
they're-
fucking.
But
Algorithms
these
might
are
not
like-
even pick up on that.
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah, you
So
can
old.
totally
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
The
yeah,
Wizard
yeah.
of Oz on YouTube right
Yeah.
now.
I don't know about the Wizard of Oz. These are way more under the radar, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
And if you play it backwards, while listening to the Dark Side of the Moon.
It's not backwards. It's
you
what's
ever
that?
done that? You ever put on? Dark Side of
I've
the
never
Moon?
done it, but
Yeah.
I don't. What was it? Like 2007. I drove my girlfriend at the time. He had a bunch of mushrooms, and I drove her to the planetarium, and they had.
Oh, man.
That's what they were doing.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
New Year's Eve or
Yeah,
something like that.
yep,
2007.
Hell yeah.
They had that play. It was
Yeah.
Dark Side of the Moon
Yeah.
played along at the same time at the planetarium.
Yeah.
And everybody was drugged out. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
drove her there, and then went home, and just kind of sat there, and then. That was the first time, that was the only time I've ever done mushrooms, and it was accidental, and that was a fucking another stupid story.
At the
Totally an
planetarium.
accident.
There's
though.
No,
not a-
I didn't.
There's not
I drove her to the
sober
plant.
motherfucker in that
I
planetarium.
drove her to the
Dark
planetarium
Side of the
and then
Moon.
went home went back to her house by myself and waited because I had to go back and get them in 2 hours or whatever. Her and her friends.
Yeah.
Oh, you just dropped? You didn't even
Just dropped
go?
them off. I didn't
What?
go. I didn't
You
want to go. I didn't want to go because
dude.
they were all on fucking mushrooms, and I was like, I don't want to do mushrooms.
Without question, you guys on a fistful of mushrooms were the least fucked up people in that planetarium. The Dark Side of the fucking Moon show, dude. Without question.
Did you put it on though? You never put it on fucking the movie on fucking.
Like at the same time.
No, what were we just talking about? Fucking.
Oh, you play, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of
while
Oz.
No,
Dark
yeah, that's
Dark
what they were
Side of
watching.
the
They were
Moon.
watching the Dark Side of the Moon synced up to the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, they played this
at the planetarium.
Oh, I thought it was synced up to like the planets. Like I'm picturing like
Dude,
seeing
you
the
can't.
stars.
You
and shit.
can't not see that on a fistful of mushrooms. They are carting. you
That's
at
what
the
they
door.
were-
It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Have you had your?
That's
3
what they were
grams
watching.
before entry? Have you had your?
That's what they were
requisite-
watching there, and I didn't know that before they left, they had put the mushrooms all over the pizza that was
Yeah.
at the house.
Right? Yeah. Oh, so you ate a bunch of.
So I went home and ate a bunch of the pizza.
Oh, you didn't notice that those
I didn't
nasty
know.
things were on there.
I
Dude?
didn't- dude, they were just.
cut them up.
You just
but-
thought it was.
I thought it was
Domino's.
mushroom pizza, Papa John's.
Right.
It was when Jake worked at Papa John's. Pretty sure they got the pizzas from him.
Nice.
Shout out,
Sorry,
Papa
I got
John's.
lost for a
Gotta
second.
Papa John's. You gotta get on. So the fucking point of was that it's bullshit. Fucking.
Roger Waters. Yeah.
Well, Roger Waters he just re-recorded Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, that too. But I was gonna say, well, he was on Rogan.
Oh,
dismissed
Did you
Well,
see? How,
yeah,
did you see how pissed off woke people are right now about?
Yeah, we
not
talked about that. Yeah,
unwoke
yeah.
people.
Yeah, about fucking because they put up the 50th anniversary Dark Side of the
Yeah.
Moon, and in the graphic it has the rainbow,
Yeah.
like in the fucking album.
So ridiculous.
And idiots are, you too, Pink Floyd. You
Oh, yeah.
It's like you fucking.
It's just
idiots.
people in Kentucky doing the baby drop box and then immediately
Right.
turning and just
tweeting
going,
about it.
fucking Roger Waters and the goddamn rainbow flag over here.
And I ain't
This
listening to them
liberal cuck
anymore.
Roger Waters.
I ain't making no millennial baby that wants to
Now here's
like
my
rainbows
But no, he
going
he
into old
apparently-
Blockbuster.
dude. It fucking he re-recorded Dark Side of the Moon. Have you guys seen this shit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna hate on it. But what an insane person to like! It's like one of the greatest albums ever made, and you're gonna like
Seriously.
re-record it at 80. You know, like,
Without anybody.
yeah, like what are you
So
doing?
He's just doing that shit himself. Like,
there's still other dudes from the original Pink Floyd that are alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh, yeah.
So did they get a cut of this remade
No.
album from Roger
doubt it.
Waters?
no, because Roger Waters has most of the points on the
Yeah.
records anyways.
A lot of the writing credit and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then he could just, you can record whatever you want.
Man,
really, so. And
those
he-
days, as a musician back in those days, even if you only had like 1 point on a record, you still made so much money.
Yeah, especially on a record like
Well,
that.
those guys, like, yeah, you're talking about a guy that got the least amount of points you can possibly get for a record and still can live in a mansion in Great Britain.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's
Compared to today,
It's
like
never been the records.
how much it takes to actually make money doing that shit.
It's
today.
never been the records.
I don't
It's
know about
always
live, dude.
it's always
live
been the live shows.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, bro. They made Dark Side. There was factories in Britain that didn't do anything but produce Dark Side of the Moon.
And they sold that many of them.
Yeah,
that
but that's an outlier. That's an outlier. This is
Right.
one of the top 5 albums ever made.
The thing about
So-
that was, my guess it would be that they were getting better dividends from the albums. So sure, they were making money off of them.
That was before the
But when you
labels
go
really
out
went, like,
and sell
crazy with
tickets,
the percentages and shit.
when you go out and sell
yeah.
tickets that cost, 10 times what the album costs to go and see them live. Hi, I'm looking at you through this rope, trying to talk to you.
that's more. That's
well,
more
you
now,
gotta
man.
think like
back
the
in
ticket
day, dude,
companies take a lot of that too.
they made a lot of fuck. Well,
No,
that's also
back in the
a
day.
modern thing.
It
you
probably
know?
cost $10
So-
to go to a show. It only cost $2 to buy the album.
right.
Yeah, but they sold. I mean, we're talking about Pink Floyd. They sold like hundreds of millions of copies of that album or whatever.
They did,
for
yeah.
years and years and it was.
Passive income for
Again,
fucking
this is
50
an outlier,
years,
but
you know, like-
just Dark Side of the
And
Moon was on
royalties
the
off
charts
of-
for like 3 years.
And how
You
much of
know,
that
like-
music's in shows and commercials and movies and all those royalties too.
Yeah,
Yes,
new royalties,
yeah,
new
yeah.
licensing.
But even up to, I mean, that's like the whole Napster thing, dude. That's why I always fucking joke about the Lars was right fucking hat that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make a red hat that says Lars was right. This band's for
Yeah.
sure made a shitload of money off of selling records. That's why nobody makes money now.
Yeah.
because there's no record.
You can't
industry.
sell records
You can't.
anymore.
There's no
Right.
physical.
Because everybody thinks
product
music
like
should be
that,
free.
You know,
Right.
Because music has been free for
how
a
many
while.
records did you buy of bands that you never saw? For me, it was hundreds.
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 CDs, you know, so like this is all huge revenue for these bands. So it's a combination, but that's why bands have to charge $500 to see them now, because there is no fucking money from records. That's why fucking merch is through the roof, because
Yeah.
there's no money from records.
Yeah, you're
so
paying $40
now-
for a T-shirt that's made
Yeah.
by Gildan.
So
Like,
now the record companies are taking cuts of that money because there's no records. So
Yeah.
that's why the prices. I used
that's
to buy-
actually part of that Artifact documentary goes
Sure,
into that, the
yeah,
360
of course.
deals and
Yeah,
all of that
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
it makes
exactly.
sense.
It's all where before your record company was essentially a bank that bankrolled your record.
Yes.
and then your touring and everything would be separate.
Yep.
You'd have a manager that would work between these things, agents, etc. Right, but
There was
you know,
always a small percentage to
Yeah.
be had, but now the percentage is humongous.
Yeah, but now, because that doesn't exist, record companies, in order to bankroll you, they want the 360 deal. They're going to make theirs back on your ticket sales and merch sales
Yep.
because records don't exist.
And if you happen
So-
to do anything else, they get a percentage of that too. Like
Yep.
if you go acting, they make a percentage of that 'cause
Right,
in
right,
that
right,
360 deal.
yeah, which, I mean, that makes a certain amount of sense if you put all that money
No,
into somebody.
you said
to get
that-
them to
That's
the thing.
true. Like if you're investing and that's going to be your number one artist that you're really
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
your
But again, this is all like outliers. We're talking about fucking like people like The Weeknd.
the
or
weekend.
something
Yeah,
like,
that's a good example.
like there's no. Like the middle class of music is like disappeared,
It has
there's
disappeared. The middle class is
record
everything.
That
That's
is,
so-
that's a huge statement.
Yeah,
It's so true.
That was
It's
profound.
true.
Yeah.
There's bands that are touring and making no money. They're making the money to,
even like
fucking.
the guy from Dream Theater just came out and said we're not making any money.
Yeah.
anymore."
Yeah.
Like it's
I'll bet
horrible.
you like Coheed because they just came here. Like they're
Bro.
probably not making shit
Yeah,
right now.
it's got to be tough.
You don't think Coheed's making money?
Not like it used to be, bro.
Well, no, of course not like it used to be, but
enough to
Well,
survive.
and you got to think
still doing it,
they would play Van Andel a few years back. Now they're playing Intersection.
yeah. Headline. I mean, that's typical anyway. I mean, like they were never going to be like touring stadiums forever. A band like that, you know?
No, that's true. Unless like the comics blow up again.
Yeah. Nah, I mean that the Coheed's still a shit for sure. Their new records are fucking great and everything, but that would be where they would like level out at anyways,
Right.
playing the Intersection.
Well, but you don't see rock much doing that anymore at all.
Yeah.
You're seeing like even bands that used to rock in general is just kind of disappearing.
Yeah. Rock bands will have like when they hit like a stadium, it's usually for like a short time most of the time. Like a good example right now would be Ghost. This occult rock band came up and they're one of the biggest stadium acts in the world right now. But that's not going to be
They probably
forever,
have to co-headline with somebody too.
No, not anymore. Not right now is what I'm saying.
Okay.
They got their moment. There's this fucking peak time, and they do co-headlining. And they do that shit too.
Like Muse comes to mind for a
Right.
band that would normally play a stadium in my head that's,
that's 'cause
now
their
playing
shows are-
smaller shows.
Yeah.
yeah, like,
like, it's
three,
like
like
everybody.
pre-pandemic,
Yeah,
they were
that's what I'm saying.
doing 6 shows in 6 different cities
Yeah.
and selling tickets at $300 a
They
pop.
had Muse was huge too. They had a good stadium run. I mean, that was they put it down 20 years playing stadiums, and shit. Muse is the shit too. I'm a big fan, honestly.
Muse is
Absolutely.
Yeah, Muse is fucking badass. Their new stuff doesn't hit me
Absolution,
as
dude.
good.
Black
but, like,
Holes.
No, the
Revelations,
newest
that-
record I'm not a big fan
Man,
of. but
Panic Station was my
Yeah.
Muse song.
it's great.
Panic
stuff.
I don't know
Station's
why.
great.
That's just
that bass part,
That whole
man. That's
record,
why.
man.
Yeah.
That bass is fucking clutch,
Insane.
man.
Insane.
He is
I wanted to buy
killer,
that pedal,
dude.
that like signature pedal of his.
Oh, I didn't know he had a.
It's not a signature pedal of his. He found it, and they only made like 300 of them.
Oh, it's some
but he
fucking
just
weird
happened to
thing.
find it in Japan somewhere, and that's where he
Yeah.
gets all of those crazy sounds of his.
Right.
But they're $3,000 now.
Yeah, indeed. The price fucking.
It's
goes
like
through the
buying
roof.
a clone.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking love some Muse though, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
I watched a whole thing on Chris Lord Algae
Yeah.
doing producing not Panic Station, but that record.
Did he produce stuff on that stuff, or did he?
He
Just, like,
was
make shit
he
up?
was the engineer
Okay.
for
Yeah.
he was the mix engineer for him.
Nice. Yeah.
And layering like 7 different guitar inputs for one guitar part.
I know they were using
you were telling me
diesel
about
amps
that.
a lot too.
Yeah. Well, he does a direct channel with just like a fuzz pedal,
Yeah.
and then
Right,
like
right.
4 room mics, and then
Yeah.
2 close ups, and
Yeah.
there's such crazy sounds that all go together to
Yeah.
make something that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
And their records are they're nice.
The
man.
production
They're
on that shit is
killer
amazing.
production. They know what they're doing in the studio. Yeah. Muse is almost in a way you could say they're more of a studio band than anything. Their records are so good. I
Yeah.
mean, they're so well produced and put together.
Yeah, it feels, especially if you have a good sound system, it feels like you're at a show
Now,
whenever you listen
do you
to that
get
record.
18 instrumentalists for a show like that, or do you just fucking
Background
have a
tracks.
background
Yeah.
track?
Backing tracks.
They have. I know Muse. I've never seen them live, but I've seen them on YouTube and whatever. And they have at least what I saw is they had another dude who was like toward the back with a lot of keys and shit. And I think he probably was picking up a guitar and
Yeah.
doing like he was kind of toward
But
the
it's
back.
just the
Something.
4 dudes,
Yeah,
and then
the
and
job
a
that I
backing
always
track and
wanted,
a-
which
and a
was like
keyboardist.
they just have
in the shadows.
a musician for hire that just does
Yeah.
some background shit.
Yeah, you're the utility man.
But when you're
Coming in
playing
and
shows
the
that
rest.
big, you're playing to a click
That's-
track in your
Oh,
ear. You've
that's
got
both of
backing
us.
tracks
It's all-
going, and
yeah, those are
What they
mega
need
shows,
to
dude.
do, though, to your point, is throw it down with a Muse tour on stage with strings, baby, dude. Give me
dude,
fucking
like
strings.
it'd be like
playing.
going to a Black Crowes show, but it's
Oh,
Muse.
just, yeah. Have an orchestra laying
Like
down all that
Metallica
fucked up Muse
when
I
they
shit.
keep
did,
wanting to
like,
go
oh,
to.
yeah.
They
wanted to
keep
see
advertising to me on
Four-Leaf Clover.
Facebook.
That's it. Okay, yeah,
no
yeah.
leaf clover.
No leaf clover.
The
yeah,
idea
thank you.
of these
Exactly
like
that.
RPG games, we were talking about RPGs for a minute, but my favorite one's always been Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they'll have like where the game is being played or something like that, like, and then there's a fucking symphony orchestra.
Oh yeah, my
Sitting in front of them that plays all the music.
Yeah, they do that.
GR Symphony's doing
They do
that
it,
this
yeah.
year.
Yeah, they've done it
For
with
who? For what show?
for I think they're doing Harry Potter.
I would go to that.
They've done that. I know they've done The Matrix. They did.
They've done Final Fantasy. Yep.
Yeah, there is a Final Fantasy one.
I remember that because it was the last show I saw my dad play at.
Yeah, I think they might have done Lord of the Rings too, maybe.
Yes. Yep. They did.
Or not. I don't.
They did.
remember.
They did one of the movies. They did Fellowship.
Right. Something. Or yeah.
Because they're not going to do 14
they were just-
hours.
That'd be great. 3 days in a row.
themes, and do like the fucking scenes and whatever.
Yeah. My favorite one was they did a whole John Williams thing. So
There you
that's
go, yeah.
that's Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Superman, Close Encounters,
Yeah.
and
Where they just did the
montaging
theme
all of that shit
songs.
together.
There's like a theme song
Oh,
yeah.
montage
All
type
the
of
John
stuff. That
Williams
sounds fucking
fucking
cool.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's so much you don't even realize that he did because he's like everything from Star Wars
Did he do
back in the
E.T.?
70s to
Yeah.
he did E.T.
Yeah, all the
he did
Spielberg. I think
I think
Schindler's
that's my
List.
favorite.
Yeah. Everything.
He did Harry
Spielberg
Potter.
ever did.
Really?
Yeah,
Did John
first
Williams?
3 movies.
John Williams. Did
First 3 movies
Oh,
of
so
Harry
he wrote
Potter.
the themes.
Yeah,
and
dude.
everything. Nice. I don't know the theme to Harry Potter. I'm
Fucking
telling you, I'm not-
genius.
If it's not John Williams,
He
it's
just sang it.
Danny
That was
Elfman.
it.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
Danny Elfman or
Throw it down.
Zimmerman.
Yeah. Is it
Hans Zimmerman, yes.
Hans.
Is it Zimmerman or
Or Zimmer, Hans Zimmer.
Zimmerman.
Because there's a Zimmerman as well that's a composer. but
Zimmerman.
Hans Zimmer is the one that Mission Impossible and all of that stuff.
Yeah, he's the fucking man. Fucking.
Wasn't that the name of the fucking bad guy from what movie was that?
That's
Die Hard.
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber. I was
Gruber's
getting
my
there.
Favorite fucking movie score of all time. Hans Gruber.
Severus
what's
Snape.
the guy from fucking that does all the fucking Tim Burton movies and
Dan-
Oh,
That's Danny
that's
Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
Danny
From,
Elfman.
from
it's either
what was
Elfman
it?
or John
you-
Williams.
sorry.
What's the band that he was in?
Oingo
Oingo
Boingo.
Boingo, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say that. Sorry.
D.
But,
Elf, throw
yeah,
it
dude,
down.
he's probably the. I mean, he's
He's
the best. Dude.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Elfman's all over.
Fucking
everything,
so
bro.
many goddamn movies that guy's done. Theme from The Simpsons, too. Yeah.
But every
That's
time
all you need.
I hear his
That's
name,
a
all I
mic
can
drop.
think of is that Family Guy, the Star Wars thing.
I don't know.
When
that,
John Williams is killed.
I haven't seen that, but it sounds right.
There's it's Blue Harvest.
Oh yeah, I did watch that, but I don't remember that. Yeah.
John Williams. Great. Now we're gonna have to do the rest of this with Danny Elfman.
Nice. I had that on DVD. I want to say, dude.
Hell yeah.
That Blue Harvest.
That was great.
That is hilarious. Yeah, man. Did you see him do fucking Danny Elfman played Coachella?
Yeah.
And he's like, first of all,
That sounds fucking hilarious.
he
comes out in Jack Skellington outfit. Just
bro,
fucking-
he's like 70 years old and he's jacked. Danny Elfman's
Yeah,
jacked.
dude.
Did you see him? He's fucking got his shirt off. He's fucking throwing it down.
Elfman on that testosterone replacement
playing
therapy
Jack's-
for sure. Dude's crushing that TRT.
This episode of the Dangerville podcast is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Boingo, bro, just laying waste, dude. He's jacked out of his gorge. Bah!
Killing it. But you guys should
On the
check out.
Oingo Boingo.
Like, are we talking Glenn Danzig jacked, or are we talking?
He's pretty jacked.
Yeah, dude.
Look up fucking Danny Elfman at Coachella.
Yeah,
dude.
he looks like a like Carrot Top without
Yeah, dude.
any carrot, all top.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up on here. But you guys should listen to during the pandemic he made a solo album that's just called Danny Elfman, and it's just his music. Dude, he's jacked. I'm telling you. He's
Can you tell in
70
this-
years old though, dude. That's what you gotta
fucking
understand. He's
crazy.
literally 70. His new solo album is fucking badass. Check it out. For real. It's really good. It's it's got that crazy Elfman sound, obviously. It's all carnival-y kind of and weird, but it's dark. It's also kind of Nine Inch Nails-y, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
huge.
fucking
Alright.
cool,
All
man.
out.
I definitely, and it's long. It's long as balls, and you can just put it on and
Well, it came out at the end of November.
just let it play.
Long
kinda
as
thing.
balls.
It's like a 2-record, double record or something.
Long as Danny Elfman's balls.
Bigger, messier. It's called Bigger, Messier.
70-year-old
big,
balls.
Big mess. No, it's called Big Mess. So Bigger
Oh,
Messier's the remix
deluxe
or
version.
something. Yeah, some shit like that.
It's
Yeah,
the deluxe version.
right. Hell yeah, I bet you that's great too. I'm telling you, highly recommend. I listened to it once, but it was great.
Downloading now.
Yeah, Danny Elfman for the win,
Yeah,
gentlemen. What else is going on? Anything else we need to fucking talk about?
You guys all fucking got to yell about your current musical obsessions earlier. and
Yeah, what are you
I was
listening to,
pushed
man?
onto this beautiful rug.
Oh, you're going
This
you're
rug.
going
You
the
know
P
what I
word,
have
aren't
to
you?
say. It's the P word that's out right now. There's a band of, I don't know what the hell they are. Superhumans, probably.
Yes.
Polyphia.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about them before. Oh yeah, dude.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Jake is obsessed now about buying the nylon string guitar.
I am buying
that they
his signature
use.
guitar when it comes out.
I
It's
got
not
a
out
nylon
yet.
string, if you want to borrow.
I've got nothing
flip.
on these guys. I gotta-
100.
gotta get up to
Yeah,
something, man.
I'll have to link you up with something because these guys, I don't know what kind of fucking cocaine they smoke before they start playing, but they've got the fastest hands and the
That dexterity is just
their
insane.
It's
Yeah. He has
crazy.
these fucking tiny Asian man fingers, dude.
If that's what it is, then I'm
Right.
gonna get
Surgeries
surgery
need
to
to
get
happen.
smaller fingers. But I don't know if it's their training on classical instruments, if it's their classical training, if it's
Yeah, all
just
that.
fucking insanity and ability. But these they've got riffs that are fun and poppy, and then they've got shit that they play with Steve Vai.
Yeah,
that
no. There's
when you beat Steve Vai,
hip hop
Yeah.
guys and shit on
When
that
you make
record,
Steve-
and
too.
it's not just that
And
even
Steve Vai's not like it's not like he's not good anymore.
No, Steve.
Right.
It's classic, awesome Steve Vai, and their stuff's still better with him on
Right.
the track.
Better is a subjective word.
No, it's not.
It's more technical. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
It's actually it feels like it almost has more feel to it.
The first guy is technically like there's two guitarists in the band.
Yeah.
The first guitarist comes out and he's technically better than Steve Vai, and then the second guy comes out and he's emotionally feel of instrument better than Steve Vai, and then Steve Vai comes out and
that
does his
track,
part.
I mean, yeah.
Yes,
he's
on that track
he's just guesting
specifically.
on this guy's track. I mean, they're making a
If
song.
I'm guesting on
He's
somebody's
coming in.
track-
I'm gonna make the band look like crap.
if I'm guessing-
on
Really?
somebody's track.
That's a bold
I'm
statement.
blowing that band out.
I'm not gonna do it unless I'm
Got to bring the heavy, baby. You gotta come with
Exactly.
guns
I'm
blazing
not
for
gonna.
shit.
I'm gonna. That's how it is. If I'm guesting on somebody else's track, and they've been playing a guitar solo, they already did 2 guitar solos because they don't have any lyrics in their music.
Yeah.
That third guitar solo, solo, the one that I'm doing, is gonna be the best one.
the climax.
If
You're
I've
pulling
been
that dick out and you're slapping
Steve
it
Vai's
on
been
your
doing this.
back.
Exactly.
Steve Vai's been doing this since before these kids were born, and they beat him.
At his
that's
own-
the-
I'll make you listen.
all right.
You can listen to it, but
here's where I think you guys are going wrong on this argument. Okay, what you're saying is these guys have been making this song for months. They're in the studio working on this song. They got this song super dialed in. Steve Vai's not there the whole time.
I hear you.
Steve Vai is coming in. They're sending him the track. He's going into his studio and doing that in a day or 2 or whatever and sending it back to them.
if I got
He's not-
this information,
if I've got the time,
It's a-
I'm
if
gonna
you-
take the
it's
time
a
and do
guess
it.
spot.
if you're right,
It's a guest spot.
if you're right,
He's
then
guessing.
then absolutely, then I understand.
It's a guess
where you're
spot.
coming from.
Crapping
Yeah.
something out. And
But
give
I'm
me that
telling you,
check, baby.
these
Come
guys
on.
If that's
probably-
all it is, then
It ain't
I don't
crap.
like that. Though.
And he does.
I got a problem with
no,
that.
he didn't crap something out. It's killer.
I'm not saying it's crap.
Killer.
It's killer.
He comes in and lays down a killer guest spot. Dude.
It's
That's all
killer.
he's doing.
And he's
playing a guest spot.
and it's also that's not necessarily the exact type of music that he makes, that he's been making in his own style for,
Well,
like I said,
Djent
20,
is
30
not a
years.
Genre. Guess what? That's what Polyphia is.
That's what this
They're
podcast
the
is fucking titled.
You know, they're the next fucking phase of quote unquote Djent. It's all based on this. And a lot of what you're talking about is it's better, and what's their secret weapon? Is it his fingers or whatever? You know what the secret weapon is? The computer. You know how heavily edited that shit is, dude?
It is.
Those
dude.
drums
Okay.
are not real.
I've seen-
those fucking shit.
Okay, that was
This
I didn't
little
make.
program. It's called Melodyne, and it fixes literally
It's all
every.
I
made
didn't-
by
I
a
didn't-
computer,
I didn't
bro.
bring
And
that up,
That's
but-
fine because that's the sound of that music. But like, you know why it's quote unquote better? Why does it sound like a fucking video game?
Except that we have seen him play it live.
Of course, I'm not saying they can't do it live, but I'm saying those records are highly edited, highly produced.
You're right.
100%.
You're not wrong.
So, like,
I'm not going to argue with you on it.
They
But
sound amazing.
but like
They do. It's great.
But it's
sound,
really
a vibe.
good.
It's what they're doing. It is. There's nothing wrong with it.
and you're going to love their drummer too. You're going
Why
to
do we
fucking see
love
this guy and be
video
like, this
game
guy's a
music
monster.
and everything that's edited by computers and shit. It's just a vibe. It's their own thing. It's what they're doing. But you also got to understand that like it's very highly edited. And
I understand. My only point is, if like I said earlier, if it's me and I'm coming into this, I'm gonna play better than you. If I'm sitting in the fucking crowd
All right.
and I can't beat the guy that's on stage and they invite me up, I'm not going.
That was my point as well. Yeah, I agree.
all right, that's
No, bro,
that's- all
you
right,
got
all
this.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Thanks, but you're good.
I would rather watch
Right,
somebody
right.
if they're better than me. If I'm better than them, I will go up there and do that.
I'm just saying there's been a lot. You're right. There's been a lot of guest spots though that like you got to take a guest spot for what a guest spot is sometime. Like if they're coming in to beat somebody out, it's just like you want me to play on it? Great. I'm gonna come do my thing. It's a little different. That's
Sure.
why you're having me guest spot.
The goal is
something
it's not
different,
the goal
you know?
to beat somebody out, but you're gonna put out your best, and I would like my best to be
here, maybe my
to shine out.
maybe my thought on it is I've heard Steve Vai songs. I've been listening to Steve Vai forever.
Yeah.
80s, you know.
Yeah.
My dad kind of was like a Steve Vai guy.
Yeah.
Not. I mean,
More of
I've
a
told you
Santana guy, but-
more of a Santana guy.
Yeah,
Stevie
yeah.
Ray Vaughan. Like he's
When's he gonna come play on my record?
He
dude?
actually, I saw
Give
him
him a call.
I saw him earlier, and he was like, "Oh, you're doing the podcast tonight." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. It's a thing."
I still need that solo done by one of you assholes.
And
Let's do
he
a-
was like,
do a
bring me
father and son
bring me
guitar
up
harmony."
again, dude. I don't make me cry right now.
Let's do it. Bring it in, dude.
When you tell me when you want me to bring him in, I'll bring him
the
in.
song, and you guys can figure it out.
Okay.
Do whatever you want because it's a guest spot.
Oh, you're gonna love his PRS too, man. Make him bring the crackle.
Minor hit.
Make him
Bet
bring
you
the
that's
crackle.
exactly what they
Yeah.
said to Steve Vai.
He's
was,
got-
Yo, Steve Vai, we got a track. Do
Bring your
whatever you
son.
want."
Right.
Yeah, bring your kid in too.
Yeah, my dad's got a 87 PRS.
Nice.
Custom 24.
Hell yeah.
3D crackle.
Yeah, the paint's this black and
Really?
red 3D crackle, super
Oh,
metal
wow.
looking.
Black over red.
Ooh.
The last
dope.
one sold on pristine auctions for
What
like
year?
$35,000.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
that's
It's an 87
so
or
that's-
87 or 88.
So that's literally handmade by Paul Reed Smith.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it was
fucking
the early
badass, dude.
days.
Yeah. Shit.
And then he's got a really nice McCarty too.
Yeah,
and a
nice.
Silver Sky.
I've got an all Karina McCarty and
You
I've got
how do you like that Silver Sky?
it's John Mayery.
Yeah.
I don't
can
like
never-
the neck
I
profile
was
at
gonna
all.
say the ones that I played, surprisingly fat neck. That was my big takeaway. Was
See,
like, I can't
and
believe
did you
it's
play
very
the original
PRS-y.
or the SE?
No, it was right when it came out. The original. It was at the NAMM show that we were talking about
See,
earlier. They had
it's
two of them
very
there.
PRS-y. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
it's very
not a
PRS-y,
telly.
not-
It's not
not-
a Strat.
not Stratty.
It's not. It's just.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
It
I'm
looks
not
like
saying
it.
that's good or bad. I was just surprised
Sure.
when I picked
mean,
it up.
it does. It probably doesn't even matter to John Mayer because his fingers are like 12 inches long. Because you see him
probably why-
reach his thumb around and play stuff on
he
the
likes
D.
the fatter neck. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably more comfortable.
Yeah. John Mayer's a fucking badass.
Yeah, he is.
Man. He's a killer player.
Yeah, I've been working on a lot of his stuff lately for
Yeah.
our Jake vs. Jayk cover band, and not really incorporating a ton of it, but just for the dexterity and for the growth of my play.
Like acoustic
Trying
stuff, or is like electric, or both?
A lot of the acoustic stuff
yeah.
is really
I-
impressive.
we change everything into
Yeah.
acoustic stuff, so
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if it's his acoustic stuff or his
Because
electric
he has
stuff.
his fucking finger picking and shit, and his acoustic playing.
Yeah, my right
I know,
hand
like,
is not
the-
there.
the John Mayer
He's-
trio
he's on
stuff
point, dude.
is really awesome.
That's
The-
like electric though, right?
no,
When
the
he's doing
John.
trio?
Well, he's got
The trio is electric.
the trio is electric. I'm talking about the slide player that he's got, or the lap steel player.
Nice.
He's got a lap steel player and then a slide player, and then he plays.
He's got. Then there's a fourth. There's another
there's another
acoustic
guitar player
guitarist.
too?
Yeah.
You guys ever play lap steel? Like, You fuck with it?
I've fucked around with one, but they're weird.
Tell you what, in my lap turns to steel.
I got lap steel all day, baby. I got that blue chew.
Little John Mayer in the bathtub.
Call back to this episode of Dangerville Podcast, sponsored by Blue Chew.
Hell yeah.
We don't want to offend our Blue Goose sponsors, so I think that one's off.
Yeah, right.
We're
That's
gonna
what I
stand
should have
sponsorship.
Blue
That was the last episode.
I got it. I have one, and fucking, I'm not good at it. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard.
I
one
fucked
string
around.
wonder, bro.
My dad
One
tried to
string.
teach me how to do slide guitar.
Yeah.
One time, probably
Like-
fucking 6,
like
7
on an
years ago.
electric guitar or
on an
on the
electric,
elastic? Yeah.
So that's the most experience I have with it.
Yeah.
and
dropping his slides.
It can't be. Yeah, I've broken a few of those for sure.
I need to get a good slide and try. I've never really even fucked with. That's one area.
This
I've
is another
never
Well,
thing.
and then you got to
explored.
choose between brass or glass.
My dad
or steel
will come in.
or-
He'll come in here and pick up your fucking glass
And slide
and
with
fucking, and then he'll fucking
Yeah.
finish your drink and take this guy's beer.
Yeah.
And then do the same fucking thing.
So he's just stealing motherfuckers' drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his whole
Yeah,
MO
he's a
here.
badass. Just a badass in the
Especially
bar.
once you get a little Jaeger in him, then it keeps going further.
Sounds like quite a scheme he's got running here. Yeah, man. I need to. I'll have mine here once I start getting my actual gear moved in here. I'll have it here. I'm gonna try to actually set it up and leave it out like with an amp and a rig, so it's like available,
Right.
you know, to like fuck with all the time. But yeah, I got a one string wonder it, dude. I've come up with some parts, and it's like I ain't changing the strings. You know? I'm sliding up and down one string, and that's it, dude. I'm tuning that to what I need it to be, and yeah, it's
One
pretty
string
terrible.
mastery is where it's at. You really got to focus
Right.
in, dial
Yeah,
in.
indeed. I
Like,
also
hone
have
those
the
skills.
fretless Strat though. So
Where is that?
It'll be here. It's
Okay.
with my guitar.
You
You call me when that
fretless
shows
Strat?
up.
Yeah, fretless Strat that I built. Yeah, actually, and my brother actually put it together.
I'm gonna hate it, but I want to play with it.
It's
That's what she said.
It's pretty preposterous. Looks very cool. It's white and it has a mirror pick guard. It needs
Oh,
it needs
yeah.
new pickups in it. But yeah, no frets. And so like we had to set up the action like stupid low. It's weird, you know, and it's just like it's different than both because it's like it's got that slinky sound because there's no slide. So
Right.
it's very like
You need to change your strings.
I mean it needs new strings now, I'm sure. as I've played
The
5 years
slinky
ago.
sound that you're probably getting from it is
Yeah.
probably from flat wound, or from what's it called,
Yeah.
round to flat wound.
I should
You
get-
should have
I
flat
should
wound.
have flat wound.
You should
on
put
it.
taper
I
wounds
don't.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. I got just regular strings on it.
Yeah,
Regular.
no, you're making a huge mistake.
That could be. I'm not saying it sounds
Dropping the ball
bad.
here,
It's
buddy.
you know like I like it. It's just it's crazy. But
That
yeah,
would make it real warm.
flat
sounding.
rounds
That's a-
might
yeah.
be the move. That
Yeah.
could be huge. I mean, I'll
had-
break it out.
What
when
did
it's
I
the
have?
next time.
I had a short scale bass that
Yeah.
was fretless.
Yeah.
That I don't remember. I lent it to somebody or something. But I fucking when I changed from round wound to flat wound or whatever it was, it changed the whole thing.
Changed the game.
It's basically playing an orchestra instrument.
Yeah.
Because that's how all orchestra. There's no. It's all flat on orchestral basses and cellos and
Right.
so that when you slide up,
Yeah.
you don't have any of that dum, 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 dum. Even that minor like shifting between each wind
Yeah.
changes that. Telling you.
Damn. Blow
Step
my
your
mind right now.
fretless game up,
I
son.
know, man. I know.
Get your fretless game squared
man,
away, brother.
At least I got one, motherfucker.
Guitar news.
Yeah.
Fender's putting out Jazzmaster sized CUNY Fay humbuckers.
Okay.
Like wide range.
Wow.
What's
I don't know
CUNY
what that
Fay
means.
mean?
Yeah.
It's the 70s, like the big wide range humbuckers that they used to put in the
Oh.
they're made out of a rare metal that was hard to
So, like,
mine
soap
out,
bars?
but they found a new
Some sort of unobtainium.
well fucking fine. It's interesting to me, damn it.
Yeah, man. What the fuck's else going on with you guys? You guys got some shows coming up? You still playing out on it?
Yeah, we're at Gun Lake Casino tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah,
You
playing
opening
in
for Nelly
CBK.
or whatever the
No,
fuck.
that was down in
Those Firekeepers?
Four Winds.
Four Winds. Yeah.
Yeah, that
We're
was
trying
fun.
to get on that fucking casino circuit though, because
That'll be
they-
summertime,
'cause
summer,
they-
summer,
yeah. Because
summertime.
they pay, but casinos are open all the time.
everybody
man.
pays.
So you're
you know
not
what I
allowed
mean? But
you're not allowed to accept tips or drink at the casino, which is the downside.
I think we should change.
It's
I
over
think
2 right there. Yeah,
can we
it's over
argue with the
Yeah.
fact that you can't do that with? They should give us cash tips, or they can't give us cash tips, but they can give us chips or
Oh.
fucking PayPal.
Or digital pay.
Digital pay.
Just put
I
our
think we should
QR
fight
codes
that.
up on a screen
A just
behind us.
giant fucking poster that says, "Don't take a picture of this if you want to give us money."
I can't imagine why they wouldn't. They don't let you accept tips.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
what?
okay, so
Why?
we at Four Winds we're allowed to put a tip bucket out, but we can't.
You can't say, "Oh
that it's
yeah,
for
we-
tips."
Look
Like,
at this.
it's like
That
you can't
bucket
label
is
it
for
tip bucket.
spitting in.
So we just put a guitar case out front next time.
Right.
You guys
right.
just solo back
But
to back
at
over top of it, like,
at GLC
Right.
you can't do any. You can't request. You can't have your cases out.
Yeah.
If they give you tips, you get in trouble.
That's why they pay better. That's one of the reasons they pay better.
But what is the thought behind that? Because they think it's déclassé? Because why?
I
That
don't know.
was
It's probably
French.
some tribal law thing.
Is that French?
I guess, yeah.
Day class gay.
Yes.
They just want all the money to themselves.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's my fucking best guess.
Really, guys? You can't just let them tip you? Like, how is that any of your business?
Right.
Dude, it's a fucking tip. If somebody wants to tip me, that has nothing to do with you. They can hand
Right.
you cash.
They can tip the bartenders, but they can't tip the musicians.
Right.
I don't
Good
understand that.
Good call. Or the
That's
fucking
bullshit,
dealers, you know.
dude.
The
Expect you
dealers,
to
the dealers,
dealer
they expect you
furthermore,
to, yeah.
Wow.
Real double standard.
Fucked up,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's totally notching on this
We're
orange
just
right
the
now.
entertainment.
Yeah, we got a few shows coming up though, other than the casino. We're our local spots that we hit.
Yeah.
2-3 times a week, whatever.
Yeah, you guys playing up at Creston anytime soon?
Creston's not until next month. We're at the Holiday Bar next week, Wednesday. And then we're out in Coopersville at Hop Hog, which is a really awesome barbecue joint.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Killer barbecue joint.
Yeah,
name.
it's
Gotta love that.
Or
name,
not
dude.
not Coopersville. I'm sorry, it's in
Yeah, I was
Greenville.
thinking
Greenville.
It's in Greenville.
What? I ain't heard of that.
We have a
Okay.
Coopersville
That's very
gig, though.
different.
We do have a Coopersville show, but
What the
yeah,
fuck's
in-
Greenville? What the fuck?
It's north,
All right.
just a little bit north.
Like Coopersville, yeah.
But it's an awesome barbecue joint. All their food's amazing, and they've got a sweet like outdoor area for when it's nice out.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Bonus.
They just paying in barbecue.
They
You
do,
know what?
They
I
do
would-
feed us.
I would almost take it, but
For
they do
real.
feed us. Yeah,
Hell yeah. They almost got to, dude. Our barbecue place. Like,
Yeah.
come on. You ain't going to fucking hook us up with
yeah. If
something.
you're a restaurant and you're hiring us, give us some food, man.
Yeah, just fucking feed these motherfuckers. You fucking cheap
Hook it up with a
assholes.
hash slab,
Seriously.
man. Get
You
those
know how much of a
ribs going,
pain in
baby.
the ass it is for these guys to come out and fucking play, and all the songs they have to learn, all the fucking hard work they do, and you can't even give them a goddamn barbecue sandwich. You cheap fucks.
Can a brother get a pork chop? Come on.
Seriously.
Is that asking too much?
God damn it.
I think the last time we ate there, we didn't pay them for our food.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. They should be giving you food.
I don't remember.
and
I could be
beer.
wrong.
Free drinks, dude.
He might have
Yeah,
paid
right.
them.
Yeah.
I
Tips
definitely
galore.
didn't.
Tips as far as the
galore,
eye
dude.
can
Yeah.
see.
Come on. Fucking
I still make sure that I tip the staff though, like even
Yeah.
if they comp us for everything,
Yeah.
because they're still working. You know.
Classy move. Yeah, you got to do it.
Fuck them. No. I'm kidding. All right. Is there anything else we need to talk about, or should we wrap up this fucking shit show?
Probably getting
Anybody
me about
else?
that time.
I got nothing.
All right.
I have so many things to talk about.
You didn't bring up any of them.
Invite me back.
All right, boys.
Jake will be here every week.
Yeah, I will add me as the third party of this,
Come
and as long
on,
as we don't
man.
have a show, I'll fucking be here.
Sit in, baby.
We're rocking, Broham.
I just
We're gonna
wanna
be
make
rocking
fun
up
of
here
everybody all the
this
time.
summer. So fucking be ready, boys.
We got to do a jacuzzi episode.
I know we're gonna do the
Yeah.
jacuzzi. pod.
Jacuzzi episode, the road trip episode. We've already got this booked out. I don't know what.
episode.
I'm hoping to put a
Snake Mountains.
sauna up in here too.
Hell
What's it
yeah.
called? The snake what?
Or Serpent Mound.
Snake,
rather.
Serpent Mound.
The Serpent Cast, dude. Live from the Serpent Mound all the time. All right, motherfuckers. We'll catch you all on that flip side. Peace bitches.
Boom.